Congratulations. You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam.
This is a beaver. You've probably heard of their dam building and tree cutting. Aside from humans, no other living animal does more to modify its environment for its own purposes. But when? How does the beaver and why does it breed? This is a beaver. So the beaver beeves and the rest of the dam gets built.
Thank you for giving a damn. We have taken our first step towards being the damn dominant top apex predator beaver that we could possibly be, being the top character, the top player in this wonderful game.
How does the beaver and why does it beeve?
Thank you for giving a damn. Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam, and we do not have a ton of time to do a GAC today. We only have about an hour and a half. We do not usually stream this late, but it has been a bit of a crazy week for me, so we are going to hop right in. Welcome each and every one of you. Good to see you, Grax. Started a new player account, getting prepared for the update. Very nice. Yes, one of the new player tutorials is bugged. CG already knows about it. If you go and you submit a ticket and they are in the office, which obviously is the weekend, so you're not going to be able to do it now, they are manually fixing it right now while they get ready for the bug fix to do when the update drops next week, from what I understand. I've been in contact with a couple other content creators who have started accounts recently who are running into some similar bugs. There's also some wonky fixes if you get like stuck in the fleets tab and things like that. There's a couple different bugs for new players that are happening with some fixes until, you know, CG can do it. So keep an eye on Reddit. There's a couple fixes out there. Welcome, Agent Milton. Good to see you. Wavy Tone, welcome. Con Warlock, good to see you, my friend. Marcus, welcome. And Sad Meal for Dinner. Unfortunately, Home One is still on defense. My Home One is a sad meal for an executor. It's it is a sad little tree right here. We don't have any happy little trees. We've got a 3-star what is this called? Raven's Claw, and it doesn't function fully. I do have almost all of the abilities on B-Wing starting to be leveled up, so it should be more functional soon, but for now it struggles a lot. So there's not really a point for me using it on offense, but hopefully soon. Okay. What we got on defense is we got a Hondo once again and a Maz Kanata. So this is going to be an interesting GAC to run, is going up against a Hondo and a Maz. What I'm thinking right now, I'm thinking we do a Queen Amidala here. My Great Mothers might finally be fast enough to pull this off. So we could try Great Mothers, because I don't usually use Great Mothers in a lot of places. So we could try Great Mothers here. We don't have the optimum team, but we can throw Great Mothers here and try that real quick. But I'm thinking that we're going to have to Queen Amidala this. We're going to have to Leia the Hondo. And then we'll Malicos the Inquisitors. We'll Supreme Leader Kylo Ren the Rey. It's not a, I don't know, it's not a Hezra. So, since it's not a Hezra, first time light side allies defeat remaining light side allies gain 50% offense and 20 speed. That would shut it down. I was gonna say we could probably just Luthen this, but that level 15 I think will kill off Luthen the moment that we kill anyone on the team. So I think we might have to SLKR this. Gungans could probably do this. We save Bane for the back wall. We save... Oh, we could do Gungans there. So SLKR there, Gungans there, and then Mommy Mando there. We'll have JML, Sith Eternal, and... who's that last little friendly boy? Bane for the back wall. So, what kind of division is this? This is Kyber 2. So this is going to be the type of defense that I'm completely locked out of starting next week. It's going to be great. Harry Prince, welcome, welcome. Trufra, good to see you, my friend. I feel like it's been a while. How's things for you, my friend? I suppose it's my ally code in the forums and just kind of wait until they have time to manually do sort of. Yep. And it's Stacy was alien journey quest classes. She was also how to go buttons, which have been getting more around places. I love that, Grax. Way to find a way to work around. Doing great now that you're here, Hugsy. Welcome, welcome. I want another GAC today against opponent 5 GLs. More thanks to fleets. Heck yeah. So I like to hear. Okay, so this is an obvious one. We're gonna just use Mommy Mandalore. I haven't fought a Vadercron. Hopefully that's not too much offense for these guys. Does Bane want health or a speed arrow? Health, yeah. I agree with Harry Prince. The health arrow with lots of speed. Agent Angels, I'm getting demoted after Relic Delta 2. Yeah. One my GAC for this time. Think if I go 3-1 in the last 4, I'm guaranteed Kyber bound for the first time. Heck yeah, Hugsy. I think that Relic Delta is gonna be one of those things, kind of like the Dodge Crons when they came out, where like free-to-play accounts, lower tier accounts, and like new accounts are gonna have more fun at the start of it than like higher tier accounts. I think a lot of us are looking to just have a terrible time over the next couple of weeks. Give it like 3 months and things will stabilize for us, because we'll, you know, have built our rosters back into how Relic Delta wants us to build for them. But I think for now it's going to be rough for a lot of us players in like Kyber 2 that are swinging above their weight class. Hey Thor, good to see you, my friend. Okay, let's hop in on our first battle. We don't necessarily have a ton of time.
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore, and the words of the creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
I don't know, the extra offense is scaring me. That's a extra 140% crit damage.
I have spoken.
It's crit damage. It's crit damage. It's crit damage. It's not a problem. It's crit damage. Offense doesn't matter, or defense doesn't matter. We're dealing true damage. I was gonna say we can just use the thing right now, but I don't think it's necessary. We could use the whistling birds and get that going, but I don't think it's super necessary for us to get whistling birds out there right now. I'm actually a little quiet. Hold on, let me fix that for you guys. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. How's that for you guys? Can you guys hear me a bit better? Sorry, I'm sure the music was a little loud there at first. In fact, I could probably just boop like that and turn it up just a hair more, make sure you guys can hear me. With Relic Delta, I'm getting my Poncho Bros to Relic 9 Quad May up and running the second I unlock her in 5 months. Yeah, fair. It's definitely one that I'm looking at Relic 7ing my Quad May and Relic 9ing both of my Queen's Men.
But you do not. Soon, he will be back with me.
Great, I wanted Bam to assist twice, thank you.
Then you will ever know.
Okay, well, looks like we're full banners.
Weapons are part of my vision. If you want my armor, you'll have to peel it off my dead body. This is the way. I can bring you in warm.
Nice, full banners. Okay.
Or I can bring you in cold.
Okay, sweet. Thank you for your service, Bo. Let's see. Now we have the biggest question. Do I use my free Relic 10 on Cup or Bane? Obviously Cup. Why would you use it on Bane? He's like the worst character. He has like no synergies. It has to be Cup. Oh, I just popped my ankle and it felt great. Yeah, so they're giving the materials for a free Relic 10 on the anniversary to everyone, retro. So 3 days from now, I think, is when it pops out. So it's not technically the actual anniversary because it's a couple days early for the actual anniversary of the game. But it's the anniversary event, so everyone's getting one free Relic 10. I think it's just the stuff to bring it from Relic 9 to Relic 10. I don't think you're actually getting like the stuff to bring a character all the way up by any means. But it's just the stuff to bring one character up from Relic 9 to Relic 10, so... Balin Skull with that damn Kron. And then we got a Ray. What does Jedi Master Mace Windu do again, guys? What did we use last time? I feel like every time we fight this, I always forget what we used to beat it, and then like we kind of come back to the Jedi Master Mace Windu, and I can't remember anymore. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just like am losing my mind literally. I could be wrong. It's just I just don't have the brain capacity to give one crap or even two or even a quarter of a crap about this character. And so my brain power goes elsewhere. Does anyone else remember what we used last time we beat this? Hey, Caleb. Welcome, welcome. Treya. Yeah, Treya works. I remember we've used that before. C Watt Filler Sith. C Watt Tank. C Watt Filler Sith. Yeah, okay. C Watt Filler Sith looks like it works really well. Not great banners though. Do we want to use GL? Don't necessarily want to use a GL. Oh yeah, we wanted to test this really quick because it opens up an extra team for us. This right here. A night mommies. You with you. We finally have a 7-star Morgan Elsbeth. She is Relic 6 right now. We might actually have a Balin unlock today. We'll see. We'll see how we're doing, but we might have a Balin unlock today. Isn't this like the go-to? I don't know if my initiate has mods though. I mean, she technically has mods, I guess. Who will be your first Relic 10 that you will willingly do? I'm letting you guys choose. Probably a terrible idea, I know, but I'm letting you guys choose. No Paw Patrol. My Paw Patrol, unfortunately, is on defense due to a decision I made on a whim, and I have forgotten to fix it all week. Relic 10 Ugnaught Cup. You guys can decide if we hit our goals on the day of the update. We'll be doing a mini Damathon with a whole bunch of different rewards as we stream all day. So why not fix it now? Because all the datacrons are about to shift, so I'm going to have to change my defense fully next time anyways. Hoth Rebel Trooper. Oh, gosh. Dress Weapon is going to be my first Relic 10. Interesting. Okay. Trying to make your Leviathan stand out above other Leviathans. I don't know if it's enough to really change the outcome, though. I just have to compete in the race to join the free-to-play guild you and Matt are making. Dude, we have like 8 content creators already on the list. I don't remember the full list, but like we have me and Matt, Scribe, Swag, New Too Good, Bit Dynasty, and like 2 other content creators all joining in on our free-to-play guild. Like we're gonna have a wildly stacked free-to-play guild full of content creators. Relic 10 Jocasta. Unfortunately, I think that's what people will probably demand, which sucks. Isn't there one more round of GAC before Conquest? There is one more round of GAC, but it's also Relic Delta GAC, which means I'm probably going to get stomped because my opponents I'm going against are like 15.5 million GP accounts. So I don't have much hope for this next week of GAC. I think it's going to be a very boring week of GAC for the Beaver, unfortunately. Fleet-wise, I feel like Relic 10 Darth Revan really doesn't do anything, as Scimitar is going to be the game changer, but for ground battle, it could help him not break like a twig in the mild breeze. Fair. I'm practical. I say Relic 10 Hezra or Bane. I mean, I would be okay with both of those. It's more so I don't get dropped as easily in Fleet Arena. Yeah, I that's the thing, though, is I don't know if it's going to change the outcome with mirror matches, which is usually what the top end is. It might change the game if you're like, I don't know, maybe if it's Executor or Profundity. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Let me know how it looks, Fenrir. Since it'll be from all the different content creators running at it full force. Yeah, it's going to be 8 content creators going like full-on free-to-play accounts as efficient as we can. And then, 42 people from our various communities. And we'll see who can make it in. We're using these guys. Do I want to use this? I feel like this is going to let our guys die off just a little too easily. I'd rather not use this. Let's give them a 15% cron and call it a day. Okay, I watched someone do this counter recently, and instead of... last time I did this, I went for Quiggled. But last time I saw someone do this, it was... Instead, they went for Moz to start, and then they used Night Sister Spirit as the person they mark down. The problem is my Night Sister Spirit is not well modded. It's on my list. Oh, dang. Was that right? Hold on. Do I not even have the Omegas? Because that's rough. Oh my gosh. 15% damage is a lot of damage I'm leaving on the table. Yeah. Dude, yeah. I feel like I'm leaving stuff on the table with this team. Yo, Initiate. Congratulations. Didn't think I'd ever give you these, but you now... Oh, nope, you're not getting that. Congratulations. Okay. It's Fennec all over again? Yeah, no, my Night Sisters, I'm working on them. Like, I mean, my Great Mother is, oh, it's just short ray speed. There they are. Yeah. My Great Mother's is at 312 speed right now. My Morgan Elsbeth is... My Morgan Elsbeth has a 23 speed mod on her. Like, I'm working on it. It's just a matter of how many 6-dot mods can I get in my roster. It's going to take me a while. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts, or coconuts, unfortunately, here in the Beaver Dam. You happy for finally getting use of Stormtrooper Hanzia? I am. I'm so excited. Do you know if Arnold will partake in the guild? I don't know. I don't know if he's starting a new account. If he is, I'll invite him. I haven't had time to look at Arnold's stuff, so... And he's not in our group chat because, you know, Arnold's hard to get a hold of. And it would just be another group chat that he ignores, honestly. He just does not have time to talk to people. So... So if he's starting a new account, I'll shoot him a message and I'll get his attention, and I'll reach out to him and see if he wants to join. But right now, no clue. Oh, I forgot to put this on defense with that team, too. 15% health. Let's just give him the 15% cron, just keep him alive. Wow, that one damage was beautiful. Don't like that. Okay. Allies gain crit chance to deal physical like off immunity. Oh, yep, okay. We are just... Guys, eventually we'll do something here. I promise. It's because we don't have a song. That's what's happening here. Dude, she's open. Damage immunity, are you kidding me? Oh, that timing. That timing. You will not dodge this. Thank you. Okay, this is easy cleanup, I think. I hope this is easy cleanup. I'm pretty sure that's an easy cleanup. I could be wrong.
Claim your destiny.
That timing of the damage immunity, like twice in a row, it was damage immunity, we take a turn. Like, was just so bad. Like, if we had a little bit more speed on our spirit, we would have been fine. Thank you for your service. I feel like at that point, we might be able to just throw like a Wampa against this and finish it off. Oh, no wonder we were dealing like no damage with some of those attacks. I hate this level 6 in any format. Such a silly level 6. Okay, gosh, we don't have time. We don't have time. Get rid of all of you. We're going to look at Moz with her team. And lead is dead. Okay. Yeah, like CLS is beating it. Yeah, it looks like basically anything beats it, honestly. Okay. Wampa's beating it. Let's try that CLS. Is this with the Kron? It is not with the Kron. Okay. Oh, but I don't like the idea of going against Emphis Nest with a CLS. I don't like that. Do we just Wampa it and call it a day? Yeah, but JKCK is just a little expensive for such a crap team. Bounty hunters? I guess I don't use bounty hunters very often anymore. You're right. Dang, the fact that we're faster is kind of wild. The reduction in damage is like literally like you're watching paint dry with the damage, dude. It's so rough. Oh my goodness. Easy dub. Easy dub. Like, I don't know about you. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's me. But when I read all damage is reduced by 75%, I don't think... Now, I could be wrong here. I don't think that I'm dealing 4 damage. Because you guys saw that, right? I was dealing 1 damage per hit. 1 damage. Which insinuates that I was doing 4 damage, and it was being reduced to 1 damage. That is 75% less. I don't understand how datacrons work. I don't. I really, absolutely do not understand how these datacrons work. CG, fix your game. What if they have a pocket Ahsoka? It's 5v5. If they have a pocket Ahsoka, we have Finn Zori. We're good. The way percentage is calculated is weird. When I did the GI unlock event, I was missing the Omega on 7 Sister assisting, so it was minus 25% damage penalty. So I was doing like 100 to 200 damage when I... And when I applied the Omega, it was 5 to 6,000. That's... What? How oddly peaceful and enjoyable being new to Swigo is. I think watching paint dry would be more fun. Yeah, I feel like you're always stressed with an account that's along this far. We don't need this. We don't need a datacron. We'll be fine. Everyone, we want to pray to RNGesus really quick that we will have a moment to use our Jawas in the back wall. I want nothing more than to use our Jawas. How fast does Finn need to be to fight Ahsoka? He basically just needs to be faster than the enemy team. Him and Resistance Hero Poe need to be faster than the enemy team. Not necessarily Ahsoka and Ezra, but at least faster than everyone else. If you can get her faster than Ezra, then you have a higher chance at winning. Ezra can cause some problems. Apple, good to see you, my friend. Can we get some General Kenobis in the chat from our wonderful members? How fast is Finn? We answered that, Colin. Let's get a song for this beautiful man right here. Okay, we're gonna do Jocasta, I think, just because I don't trust Jocasta not to be mean. Cues on who Grizzly Bear is supposed to work. I think it's more of like we want to add this because we have the assets for it, and it'll automatically make it so that way new players can get the Reva mission done by pushing for the new characters. So I think it's to increase spending among new players, essentially. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be great for everyone else, but I think it'll also make probably a 3v3 team. I actually haven't looked at the kit for her, though, so I couldn't, like, specifically tell you what it looks like. Fair bit of speed, and don't forget Hux Zedon. Okay. You know, I'm kind of regretting not putting it on Mace just to get the extra turns. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die. There it is. Oh my gosh. I guess don't go for Jocasta Poo. You have to go for Mace. No, you don't get your song anymore. Goodness gracious.
Almost got us killed. Are you brainless?
I expect.
Ability this big does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, no, Mrs. Stan. This is for gentle.
That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things heading this way.
Why do I keep getting turns on Jar Jar? I literally need turns on anyone else. And all of the bonus turns are going to Jar Jar.
His life belongs to me.
I am literally begging you. Literally anyone else. I hate how unstable this counter feels. Like, this counter feels like it only works, like, it works 100% of the time, 90% of the time. Like, I cannot get it to work for me lately, and I don't know why. There we go! Where was that 2 minutes ago? I'm so freaking confused by this counter. Yeah. Gungans is just not something I suggest to anyone if they want their sanity.
Do something big doo-doo this time.
Beg more. Why am I bothering? Either we get through this or we're forever stuck on this guy. That's really the only two options here. So, beautiful. Have you watched the new Lego Star Wars miniseries? I have not. Is it good? Do I need to give it a watch? So it would make Inquisitors rougher to go against on defense. Okay, got it. Inquisitor Bears does have a 3v3 Gakomi. There you go. Being a new player is pleasant. I heard there's a bug for new players that makes the game unplayable. You are correct, Apple, but that will change soon. They said they are already aware of it, and they say they'll have it finished or fixed for the major update. Bears supposedly delivers 33, probably be a placeholder for reroute considering GI League isn't that great outside its territory. War Omi agreed. Have you had an idea for a soundboard? Have the you play it before dicey matches. Don't you besmirch Mace's good name again? I will besmirch Mace's good name as much as I want to because his character sucks. He really does. He, like, the best you can do with him is throw him on defense and hope he gets a hold. He is garbage. Makes revout all the territory battles full auto, no rebounds, no mention of bears, making that easier. Yeah, you remod for Reva if you're a regular monster, just Reva mods. Taps Smart Heinricher. Well, good to see you, Caracol. What's the bug for new players? It basically just locks you into like the tutorial being like, oh, click here. Okay, now click on Mace Windu. And then it's like shuts you out. And then it's like, okay, now click here. Now click on Mace Windu. And like you just run out of things to do. And it's just like keeps having you reset. It sucks. See, they did a great job putting all the different mixed up characters. Ah, okay. Think he beats C? Oh, he beats Sith Eternal. The last time I saw a Sith Eternal on defense was like 2 years ago, dude. Bears is also very much anti-Reva. Oh, interesting. For raid and for territorials, yeah, and GAC defense, he's very counterable. Yeah, he's good for the raid, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Merrick Zomi already makes missions 10 seconds or less. Cannot tell you how easy missions are now that I have the Merrick Omi. I finally got my Merrick up to Relic 7 for my Balin Skull. I can't afford to like sit here and talk too much. I apologize, guys. But like I gotta keep playing because we are low on time. Because we killed that, we still have a Queen Amidala. I'd rather not. Let's hold on to the Queen Amidala for the back wall because that can still beat quite a bit. And we'll use this here just to make sure that we win. Because I don't want to deal with that. Ray is not what I want to get held up on today. The joke I was making was he isn't bad since you lost against him with a GL. Yeah, but like, yeah, it's the worst GL in the game by a long shot. Okay, there's one in damage immunity. Can we get two? There's two into damage immunity. Can we get three? Nope, we can't get three. How about three into damage immunity? Nope. Three into damage immunity. Can we get four into damage immunity? There's four into damage immunity. Can we get five into damage immunity? For BB2 making them real good. Wait, also new tech is being built for Bad Batch 2, making them real good. What are you talking about? They're changing something? Let's go ahead and hit this, get extra ultimate for the team. Go ahead and siphon from there. We should probably be playing a song. No wonder we're struggling here.
What if I told you that the Republic was now under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith? Hundreds of senators are now under the influence of a Sith Lord called Darth Sidious.
Regional governors now have direct control over their territories. Fear will keep the local systems in line.
Goodness gracious, how many sudden whirlwinds are you gonna take, buddy? Oh my gosh. How, Kylo, how are you alive?
Now the ultimate power in the universe.
Don't be too proud.
Kylo, what are you, dude is taking just straight hard drugs. He is taking in that heroin and just taking the hits. What is causing him to be this beefy?
Disturbing.
I don't know. I don't know. Crew is like just he's literally him. Big boy breakfast today, yeah, I guess. My god. Hello, Megatron, welcome. I guess, yeah, but still, it shouldn't be like a 75% boost is not like he usually takes 2 sudden whirlwinds. He just took like 5 throughout that whole match. My goodness. A new way of using them. Oh, with OG Mega they can beat GL Honda quite handily with a Rolocron, apparently without Rolocron. Interesting. Maybe another GL can beat Mace. I don't want to use another GL against Mace. It sounds like such a waste. Oh gosh. Mace Windu with his team.
All remaining systems will bow to the First Order, and will remember this as the last.
It's just no one using this because it's such a ridiculous counter. Or does this actually not work?
Forgive me.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. I was like, no one's probably using this because it's so overkill. But it definitely works. Okay. Who would we rather have going into the back wall? The Triumvirate. Oh, he's actually playing now. Okay. Is he currently playing, or are you just getting his points? Is he... No, he's not handing us a win. Okay. There goes our Ray. Okay, so we need to get rid of this. I think we'd rather have a Queen Amidala go into the back wall, because Queen Amidala is kind of like a guaranteed full banners. And this one can get a little scary just in general. Oh, it is a back lineup. You're right. I don't know if that changes the win rate of this counter whatsoever, but who cares? Keep forgetting my music. I'm sorry, guys. Kind of walked in with just the limited time here.
She will break you, your mind, your body. You will be
Oh, yep. There's the 1 damage. Gosh, I hate damage reductions. They feel so unsatisfying.
That is your fault, not mine.
This should be played at high volume.
There we go. Okay. I don't know how that interacts with Finzori. I think Finzori actually gets countered by that. And we don't have a Sith Eternal to take it out. We have to use Leia right here. Night Sisters versus General Grievous. I've never actually done that counter.
Your strength is as numerous as the strength of my hand.
Who am I missing? Oh, hold on, let's just get our good guys first. And then we'll get our... Where is he? He'll be at the top. Where is she? There she is. Okay. You can smoke that Glat team. If you still have Wampa, you can also beat GG. Okay. Sweet. If Quadme can smoke that Glat team, then we'll do that. Hey, Alex. Good to see you, my friend. Once Delta comes out, I think I'll place my mace on defense, considering the big three are Relic 9, New, and Ayla are Relic 8. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. Mine's sitting on defense right now, so maybe it'll get better holds with a Relic 9 New. Can I get a stun over here? I can! Okay, that's cool. Not that it mattered, it went away. Hey, you leave him alone. What did I just say?
What will happen now?
That timing is terrible. Oh my gosh, that timing is terrible. We're gonna lose. I never told you, but I love your Gungan song, dude. I appreciate you, my friend. I'm not trying to, okay? I've got a lot going on and only, what, 45 minutes to do this? And I'm about to lose against frickin' Hondo. And I don't have another counter for this. Ult can bring it back. Yeah, I guess. But, like, they'd have to be close to dead for that. Oh, boy, I am upsetty spaghetti. Okay. He has ult. I think we just wait for it to time out and we kill someone with R2. I think that's what we're looking at here. Can't Bane take this out? Yeah, I think I'm going to time out and kill Brutus. Yeah, these guys can deal quite a bit of damage. First time this character would be reduced to 1% health to spell this buff, and do all of them have it? I mean, either way, we might as well just hit the ability and try and kill him off. I don't know. Either way, we got rid of Silvo, and I don't want Silvo back, because if we have Silvo on the field, we're kind of screwed. Ideas for JML with Ezra? I actually don't know. I'd probably still just use Sith Eternal Stagger. I feel like that would still work. I don't. 50 seconds is not long enough for me to go check for you. 8, 7, 6. We got this. Yeah. Okay. Brutus is officially at 1 health. Goodness gracious me. Okay. This is such a waste. Let's throw Wonga on here just so he has a song at least for the 2 seconds he's going to be in battle.
Did you say? I would certainly like to. Oh, I don't think so. What did you say?
He's jealous, holding you back.
What did you say? What did you say? I would certainly like to.
Great one coming with the sub on Twitch. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I will redeem that hydrate. I've got a fancy new water bottle my buddy got me, so. In fact, please remind me to drink water throughout today. We will be streaming for like 5-6 hours today. I'm gonna need tons of water. I've been severely dehydrated the last couple of days. And so yeah, keep reminding me to drink water. How's the GAC going? A little rough, great one, a little rough. Agreed, Hugsy. Will Wampa work against Hondo? I don't know. I don't think so.
I would certainly like to.
Why are you streaming for 5-6 hours today? Because I was supposed to stream for GAC yesterday, and I just ended up being absolutely just destroyed after work yesterday and needed some time to recharge and not die. And so I moved the GAC stream today, and then we also have a members stream that we're supposed to do today. I'm a man of my word, so we're going to do a members only stream where we do roster reviews, and then we're going to do a regular stream where we do roster reviews. So we're doing a lot of streaming today.
We used to lie out on the sand and let the sun dry us. I love the water. I love the
I don't like
water.
I don't like sand.
I can't believe that.
It's coarse,
You're wrong.
rough, and irritating.
Sure, I guess. Why
How
not?
could you even say that?
I don't think they're getting through the bodyguard anytime soon. I'm a little worried, guys. I gotta be honest.
Water.
I trust you guys. You guys told me something, and I'm trusting you.
Oh, Anakin. What are you gonna do? You're wrong. How could you even say that? Annie? My goodness, you've grown.
I don't like Padme. It's coarse,
You're wrong.
rough, and irritating.
I mean, you're not wrong, Heinricher. Like, a lot of that's gonna be that, but, you know, I'm willing to do that for people because they need it.
I truly, deeply love water. I truly, deeply.
Yes, Darth Savius, we'll be having multiple times for roster reviews today, so you should be able to get a roster review. Let's go for her. Gosh, I'm not doing nearly enough damage to her. Oh my goodness gracious me. Are you kidding me? Oh, of course she has a damage immunity. Get rid of it. Get rid of the damage immunity. Screw the damage immunity. Get some healing immunity on her too.
You're wrong. How could you even say that? So this is how liberty dies. With thunder.
Gotta be honest, this kind of feels like it's going nowhere. Maybe I'm crazy. Gosh, are you kidding me? He's literally one tap, dude. Like, that's not even a joke. Thank you. Okay, all of you, no, every time my first relic time is going to be Bo-Katan Mandalore, which is my only relic night, my favorite tune. Fair enough. Philip Padawan, Obi-Wan for nothing. Most definitely, I was just thinking out loud if we could just change the names from rosters to something that makes a joke with Doom Preppers. Good try to shield layout on your new account. Solid choice. Like Delta prepping. Delta Doomers. Does Twitch let you do subscriber only streams? Yes, it does. So we will be doing a subscriber only and a member only stream at the same time. Well, Ahsoka, you have foiled me. You have made my Quad Bay look silly. Thanks. Yeah, 100% health, 100% defense, and 100% crit avoidance will do the trick. That explains a lot why we aren't able to, like, do anything to her. Holy crap. Where's our Mandalorians? Good thing true damage doesn't care about the fact that you have a whole bunch of defense and crit avoidance. Dang, she survived the onslaught. just hit the special. We don't want her assisting more than we have to have her assist. Just basic. We'll go around one more time. We got a song for these guys, right? Why did we not get a... No, was that a counterattack? Was that what that was? Here comes counterattacks.
Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength, power. Through power, victory.
There's no way that we're gonna get stuck behind this even with Mandalorians. Oh my gosh, dude. That's it. That's it.
Are you kidding me? Do you see that help?
Oh my gosh, Canderous, you're killing me, dude. Finally! Oh my gosh! Oh. Goodness gracious me, dude. Has he even dropped a battle yet? No. This song is called Sith Code by Takumi The Betrayer. I don't remember the full name, but if you look up Sith Code Takumi, you should find it on YouTube. Dropped a battle on my Lord Vader. Yay, I guess. That's the one I wanted, right? Yeah. I gotta hurry. I only have 30 minutes left.
Survived the purge. My troops betrayed me. I was forced to strike them down. And I escaped. This desolate place. The darkness here.
Well, Starkiller, you helped so much. I appreciate you.
But I conquered it.
Come! Kill me if you dare!
That's the GAC, guys. I've used that counter every single time.
Come! Kill me if you dare! Totally useless. I was wrong to think you could stand with me! Totally useless.
46%? There ain't no way. I've had like literally no problems with any version of this team. I've run all of them. Okay, whatever. Well, okay. There's nothing to... You need a pre-taunt? I've never used a pre-taunt on it. I kid you not. I've never used a pre-taunt on this.
Restored Jedi Order.
No, Relic Delta will not affect Fleet's chest, bro. Man, I love Datacrons. Yeah.
Stifled by tradition, deafened by our past glories, blinded by endless war. It's over! Totally useless. I was wrong to think of it. Stand with me! Totally useless. I was wrong to think of it. Stand with me! Dathomir will be your praise.
Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Put basic here. Hit that. That's not good. Okay, hit that. Hit that. Hit that. Oh, that's not good. Hit that. There we go. All of them have days now. Oh, I meant to hit basic. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. We're doing good. We're doing good.
That is the sound of 1,000 terrible.
I am RJ. Welcome, my friend, with the raid. Thank you so much, my friend. Go ahead and hit that. Of course, a dodge. Well, that's exactly what I wanted, was a dodge. Thank you so much.
Hey, Hondo Onaka, welcoming you to the Beaver Dam.
Sorry, trying to multitask here. Welcome.
It's nice to meet you, 7567.
Actually, my name is Rex, Captain, 501st Clone Battalion.
There we go. Okay. Hoping to kill him off with AoEs. Just keep it going. What is giving her this insane levels of just being able to tank hits? Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm just throwing an auto at this point.
If it's a fight you want, I hope you brought a better class of soldier than does.
Okay, now she's fine. Was it the first time she's alive? She just has like extra damage resistance? I don't know enough about this to care. Oh my gosh. I'm alive, RJ. I'm alive. Probably not gonna win this GAC, but I'm alive. Oh gosh. Okay. For the memes. For the memes. We're trusting in the Force here. We're trusting in the Force here, guys. I didn't look this up. This is not going to work. I'm telling you right now. But unfortunately, they did not throw a rose on here, which means they don't have tenacity up. So we're going to assume that there's a chance this wins. One down.
I've been in countless battles and lost many brothers.
Oh my gosh, this is why you use rose, guys. This is why you use rose. Okay, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Where's my beautiful Bane? Where's my Sith? There we go. I don't know. What do we got that has health? 30% health? Sounds good. Hey, Tassinix. I'm alive, my friend. I'm alive. Honestly, I should have just basicked on Brutus. That would have prevented revives. Holy crap, Bane. What are you doing over here, my friend? You know, every time you guys apply daze, I'm getting extra speed. Okay, everyone's back. Crap. This is why we should have prevented revives at the basic at the beginning. Can we kill him? Thank you. Okay, he's gone permanently now. He cannot be brought back. Come on, Bane, survive. Okay, yeah, siphon from him again. That'll remove a lot of his max health. I'm worried we might time out just due to the fact of how many turns they're taking. We should ramp up enough that we are, like, just absolutely brutalizing people, and Vayne will just have no health. So I think we'll be fine. Dang, we just siphoned like 50% health. 40%, my bad. And it still didn't do the trick. Oh gosh, I was hoping to kill him off in that hit. Because if we could kill him off in that hit, then, you know, he doesn't come back. Just auto. So found worked. If you have favored a ton of ships, so that way when you click into ships tab, it's not in the instant view. The next time you follow the tutorial, it just cuts off midway. It doesn't do it again. Oh, there you go. Okay, let's get Bane's song on now that I've got a second. We're just kind of waiting for Bane to do his work. Can you just, like, can you not reduce max health on Vayne?
No more.
There we go. Okay, I was gonna say, like, there's no way.
An apprentice.
From the ashes of destruction, I was the last survivor.
Dude, how Vayne? How are you still alive?
I am the Dark Lord. I am immortal.
There we go. That's what we like to see. Beautiful, beautiful. I was worried for a second, Bane. You worried me, but we're good. Trench. I don't know. I'm not looking this up. I'm kind of done with GAC today. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm done with GAC. Let's see how this goes.
Thousands have come before me. Only a few have tried to follow.
Well, that's a loss. So let's move on to the next counter. I don't know. Sure, we'll do Sith. I love how they immediately went for the one person I didn't want them to go for. Am I out of these? Can Gas beat Trench? Probably. I don't know. Or with this Kron? Maybe not. Any of these guys have shock? I don't see any shocks in the field. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Do what you do. Do your worst, I guess. Can we just thank you? Come on. I want you to give me a nice big hit for Count Poo Poo. There we go. Beautiful. Done. Pain fails, all hope is lost. That's how I feel every GAC. Don't suppose he got held up on my fleets, did he? Okay, an Executor, and then crap and crap. So if I can beat an Executor, I win. Well, good news. Good news. Okay, so we'll use the Radis here. Resistance, you. Actually, we'll just drop you. We don't need you. Okay.
It's a complicated profession. Hunting is a complicated profession. It's a complicated profession.
Why am I taking a turn first? I don't like that. Okay. That is such terrible RNG. Are you kidding me?
I would like to see the baby.
Okay, we're gonna play this out. This is gonna be a little iffy though.
I would like to see the baby. I would like to see.
Oh, we don't have enough here. This is actually not good. we're actually screwed here. Can you do it, buddy? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, dude! They pulled that one out, my dude! Terrible manners, terrible RNG, and we pulled it out! Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Oh, get out of here. Outrider Millennium Falcon. I like it that way. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's go for it. Noise gate's been working overtime. Am I like peaking? Is that what's happening, Heinricher? Because I had some audio issues the other day, and I need to like, I need to go and reduce my audio and do a whole bunch of editing and stuff, just because we had a major problem the other day, and I just haven't had time to fix it. Yeah, several times. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can't fix this right now. There we go. I apologize. You're probably going to hear some ambient noise, but I don't think it'll peak as much. Let me know if it is peaking. Why kill Punishment first, by the way? So lame duck now kill Razor Crest, who's now the bigger danger. I don't know. You speak as if I know what I'm doing in this counter. Who are you who is so wise in the ways of science?
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
Yeah, I could have just given a bonus turn over, but...
The question is what choice?
Well, all the stealth just went away, so... There goes all of my work that I put in.
You give way to an enemy this evil with this much power, and you condemn the galaxy to an eternity of submission. The time to fight is
Did you guys leave the Millennium Falcon alone?
Installation based on nothing but hope.
Rebellions are built on hope.
I say we fight it.
I'm King Arthur. Or is it Sir Arthur? King Arthur? I don't remember. Or is it just, I'm Arthur, King of the Brits. We have 2 slots for SEP ships. Just in general, we have plenty of slots for SEP ships if we want to add a SEP GL.
Acknowledge gate control. We were rerouted from Eden Flight Station. Transmitting clearance code now.
Transmitting. Pilot. Pilot. Pilot.
Drink some water. Okay. That's a good point.
Pilot. Pilot. Pilot.
I ain't no wuss. I know to hit the days regardless. I don't care how close he is to dead. I know how this works. I see through the lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the First Order as you do. I'll bring peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new Beaver Dam.
That ship's off limits. No one's supposed to be on board until further instructions. That's an impounded Imperial ship. What's your call sign, pilot?
Rogue? Rogue One.
Rogue One? There is no Rogue One.
Well, there is now.
Music's too loud. I'm so sorry. Let me just drop it down to there. You are correct. It is too loud. I know I'm the worst person ever known. You jerk! Leave my banners alone!
Well, there is now. I say we fight.
Rogue One? There is no Rogue One.
Well, there is now.
Wait, did he leave that preloaded?
I say we fight.
Is that preloaded?
There is no Rogue One.
Well, there is now.
Did I just win on a technicality? I think I won on a technicality, guys. Oh, he's going for try number 3. Let's see him do it. I guess we'll sit here for the next 5 minutes to see if he beats me. Yeah, the fact that he killed Slave 1 of all things is interesting. He's got the mirror match and profundity for Executor. Yes, but also this team right here doesn't have a whole lot of counters. And profundity is a 100% win rate. And so that's what I end up using is profundity right here. Even with a 3-star Raven's Claw, this is a team where you just have to clench your butt and watch the enemy take 15 turns in a row. Yeah, I could still hear myself think needs to be turned up a few watches. Did roster reviews already happen? No, A-Water. They have not happened yet. Darth Savius, don't put the letter G by itself in chat. It is a protection against certain trolls. But, yeah, don't put just the letter G in chat. There's battle number 3 with a failure. Dang, dude. I think that's a win on a technicality. I think he's out of fleets. I mean, I'll take a win on my last battle before I get destroyed by Relic Delta. I bet you what he's doing, he accidentally preloaded the first time, and now he's desperately trying to, like, set up the cooldowns, and he's not keeping track of the cooldowns. So he's just hoping that the cooldowns are in a better spot each time he goes in. How can I get a roster review? There is a... Yep, there you go. Yeah, got it. Is he going to beat this? There's a chance. He could beat this today. We shall see. But yeah, I'm really liking this defense that I have set up right here. I really like these three. These three feel like the biggest threat on defense right now. Because, like, yes, you can beat Leviathan pretty easily if you're bringing your Leviathan on defense or on offense. You can beat the Executor pretty easily if you're bringing a Profundity on offense. But, like, then what are you going to use for this? Because this is a nightmare to deal with. And so, like, I feel like this is kind of countering what I've seen a lot of people do, which is leaving Executor on defense and then a couple garbage fleets or just all garbage fleets. And so, like, I get insanely good banners every single time, and they're over here having to, like, actually try. So... I have been really enjoying these three on defense for the last 2 weeks that I've had it. I'm mean, yeah, he has, let's see, there's how many fleets in the game? One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 minus 3 for defense. That's 8 total. He's done 2 battles so far, and he's on his 5th. So that's 7 of 8 that he has left. So yeah, he's got to be shooting just straight crap. It's got to be dust. Like he's got nothing left. So if he clears, he wins. This is correct. But I don't think it's physically possible to clear. Not with, since he didn't get punishing one out, nothing else really beats this once you've like preloaded it. Yeah, shooting blanks, spitting dust, however you want to call it. Is it possible Leviathan with Negotiator? I've been struggling with that in my fleet arena. When they made the last change to the Leviathan, they made it so that way the Negotiator can't beat it at all. So A-Water, it is no longer possible. You can beat it with the Endurance, but you can no longer beat it with the Negotiator. They've officially locked the Negotiator out of fighting the Leviathan entirely. Jedi Consular. Yeah, exactly, Hugsy. I like how people fail on my R9 SLKR after Relic Delta. Everyone will be even worse. Yep. 100%. Yeah, my Relic 9 Darkside Ray is finally going to have, like, a good reason to be Relic 9. Like, that was such a wild Relic 9 for you guys to choose, and now that I have it, like, I'm not going to regret it at all. $17, $15. Oh, we're tallying results. It's done. It's over. We're tallying results. Did he beat one more ship? Is that what I just saw? He got punishing one at the final battle, dude. That is so rough. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Heinricher. Thank you for that, my friend. Oh. Okay. Are you going to buy a whole Guild the Clone Wars Chewie Lightspeed bundle? Dude, I wish I was that rich nowadays, but I just took like a month off of YouTube. Like, I kid you not, we posted 3 videos in the month of October and like did like 12 streams max. Like, I don't have the money to just for things right now. Give me a month of being back on YouTube and we'll do all the memes again. Like, I don't mind spending every cent that I get from making, you know, content back on the channel. That's what I did, like, for the entirety that I've done this. So, like, it's just to have fun with you guys. But I don't have that funding right now because I haven't been making content, so I haven't been making money. I've been so busy working 2 jobs that I have not been able to. He 2-shotted my Lord Vader, but we had dropped so many battles that it was a guaranteed win, except for that Executor. If he had beaten that Executor, we'd have been good. Like, we would have just been absolutely destroyed. I don't think that's true, Chess Pro. I think there's something interesting that's coming with Relic Delta that I don't think a lot of us are considering. And that's, A, how we're going to build our accounts. You know, when it comes to free-to-play accounts in Carbonite, I'm going to be building like a Relic 9 Savage, stuff like that, where we get one character that's super, super good, and that holds our defense or holds our offense, because it'll just destroy people, because a lot of people in Carbonite are those Lightspeed Bundle people. Now, that being said, additionally, those people who are Lightspeed Bundle people, those people who are Relic 9 people in Carbonite and Bronzium and Chromium and Erodium, they're going to be forced to the top of GAC. The only ones that are still going to be around are the less actives that play like one match out of 3. Those are the only ones that are going to still remain, because they physically can't lose with Relic Delta. And so you'll get to a point where, you know, these things just can't win. These accounts can't win. And so we actually might see a stabilization of the GAC leaderboards, actually. We might actually see Carbonite, Bronzium, and Chromium feel good to players again. So I don't know. It's a wild hope, but I could see it happening, considering what's happening with you know, with Relic Delta and how much it's going to drastically change things. I think it's entirely possible we see a stabilization of those lower areas, just because the only ones that are still going to be around are those ones that just like win one battle out of 3. Because even if you suck, even if you have the worst mods of all time, if you've been playing for 4 years, you have the stuff to just stomp every single person in Carbonite. It doesn't matter. There is no swinging up against that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Shame, I was looking forward to you getting scammed again. Thanks, AR. Thanks. Difference against the big accounts down in lower GAC. So they're saying if the big accounts puts an actual defense. Yeah, exactly, Hugsy. Yeah, those who are actually play but are bad will naturally go up with the roster. Yep, exactly. Agreed, Fenrir. It's going to be a big one for something I'm going to be building. Barely, Scribe. We won on a technicality. The guy spent 5 battles on Executor, and he would have very easily won if he beat my Executor, but just got absolutely massacred by my Executor. Which is hilarious. And, like, it's not like he was missing his meta fleets. All he had on defense was an Executor. Like, it was rough for him. Like, we were kind of, like, sitting there for, like, the last 5 minutes just watching him suffer. Destroying Gag Dreams is 2018. Agreed. Once the update drops, Poncho Bros will be my first Relic 9 aside from Cup. My first Relic 9, once the update drops, is actually going to be Ahsoka. But that's just because I already have Ahsoka. I might as well get that done real quick and get that event under my belt. I dropped 5 battles on Maz last night, but somehow won. Dude, Maz is actually kind of a terror right now. I went in with Night Sisters, the Great Mothers, and I killed off Maz by herself, and then brought something else in. And it freed up Quadme, which I'm glad we did, because we ended up needing Quadme to get through an Ahsoka in the back wall. So, Maz is actually kind of causing problems, I feel like. Hot take, but Delta is a good change. I think it remains to be seen. I think with all the other changes, it could be a positive, a net positive overall. I don't think Delta in and of itself is a good change by any stretch of the imagination. So you see smaller accounts pushing into Kyber leagues they shouldn't be in. What do you mean they shouldn't be in? They have the skill. They're playing better than the people they're fighting against. Is skill how drunk I get? Oh gosh, Scribe over here is the drunken master. Oh gosh.
That is the sound of 1,000.
Nuge coming in with the raid on both sides, from both Twitch and YouTube.
Hey, Hondo Onaka, welcoming you to the Beaver Dam.
How do you type your ally code? You just type it in with dashes in between or X's in between. Because if you just type in the numbers, YouTube will just take it as spam and delete it. Hey, Thomas Wake, welcome. It's good to have everyone here. Since we have so many people here right now, I think we'll hold off on our members only stream, because my plan originally was to do this GAC stream, then a members only stream, and then come back in for roster reviews for the general public. But since we got so many people here and all you guys are wonderful people are here already, we can push back our members only roster reviews for a couple hours, and we'll do a couple hours of regular roster reviews for you guys. So for those of you guys who are looking for roster reviews, the way that we do it is we have an order. And so our order of operations is those who have a $10 membership or above can get a membership first. They can insert themselves in the line wherever they want to. Then anyone who super chats $5 USD or more goes next. And then anyone in the Discord who signs up in the roster review section after I put the message saying roster reviews live now, anyone that signs up there, we just go from top to bottom, and then we'll, if someone super chats, then we'll put them above start on them next. But we just go down the list in Discord. So the best way to get a free roster review is through the Discord. If we run out of people in the Discord, which we almost never do, which I honestly think it's been a year and a half since the last time we ran out of people in the Discord, we'll move to the people in chat. Discord is your best friend if you're looking to get a free roster review. Head over to the Discord. The link just dropped into the chat. I'm going to go put the message in there, so everyone get ready. Get your messages ready to send, saying what you're farming and everything, because the moment that I put that message out, people are going to just... So... When more Lightspeed bundles, we're getting some more a couple days from now. I actually don't know the exact date, but what are the current ones? It's we're getting a JMK Lightspeed bundle, part 1 and part 2, and a Chewbacca bundle of some type. It's regular Chewie, right? Or is this Clone Wars Chewie? I don't remember. And then we're getting a Scythe and a Trench. These are the ones that we're getting. So the Jedi Knight Luke one. Oh, like the Luke and his friends bundle or whatever. I'm sure more bundles are going to come over the next couple of weeks with the anniversary being here. So, is it Clone Wars Chewie? There you go. Yeah, I know it's Clone Wars Chewie. I actually checked the other day. Rosie, welcome to the Beaver Dam, my friend. Dragod, we will do you next, my friend. Thank you so much for the $10. But yeah, I just noticed the Clone Wars Chewie rework of the look to him, and I was like, oh my gosh, they finally went back and got the guy that's looked pretty bad. And it's like, it's not great, but it's better. So, I appreciate when they do, like, character model updates. Anyway, let me throw the roster review message in there and get that started for the free roster reviews. Ray, you will have to re-put in your chat as soon as this chat goes out. Okay, I'm sending it in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Okay, and keep in mind, since so many people did put in their roster review messages at the same time, keep in mind that message is being sent to your service provider and then sent over to me and then comes in on my side. So your Discord might be slightly different for the first like 6 to 10 reviews because, your internet might have been slower than someone else's. So on your screen, it'll show you as the first person in the chat, but that's because you sent the message, whereas theirs came to me first because their internet's faster or that type of thing. So keep in mind there may be some, differences from what you see on your screen in Discord. Too bad Old Republic isn't canon. Yeah. I mean, we're getting some Ancient Republic soon. There's a movie that's being worked on currently that's supposed to be like, you know, Dawn of the Jedi, way back when storyline coming soon. So that'll be cool to see. Dragod, could you throw a little blurb about your roster as well as give me your ally code, my friend? And make sure if you're putting your ally code in the YouTube chat, put X's between the numbers. Otherwise, YouTube recognizes it as spam.
That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things.
Meticulous coming in with the raid as well. We barely won, Meticulous. We barely won. Thank you so much for the raid.
Welcoming you to the Beaver Dam.
We literally were like, we dropped so many battles, but then they just could not get through our executor. 5 tries and just could not get through our executor. And so we just kind of watched them fail. It was quite great. Metallico, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. I just want the Vader bundle back. My Dark Side clothes needs a leadership. Fair. Chewbacca, Han, Stormtrooper, Han, CLS, Princess Leia also have new models. Yep. I don't think I actually looked at Princess Leia's. What does Leia's look like? Hey, Akuma, welcome, welcome. To my say, I just found out I was 5 seconds behind. Ah, I see, Fenrir. Why? Is for like the roster reviews? Well, I'm blind. There we go. Princess Leia. That's right. I have looked her. She looks a lot like the Uncanny Valley version of her from Rogue One, where it's just like it just feels viscerally weird. Like something feels off about this, and I can't tell you what, but my brain screams Skinwalker. I don't know what it is. Thanks, Meticulous. How did your GAC go, my friend? 170 waves in territory battles. That's wild. Focus on the sequel trilogy. Mandalorian, I'm honestly unsure what. Oh, we're talking about like what they're focused on. Disney. Win doesn't matter if it's by 1 point or 1,000. You're not wrong. You should just take a screenshot of the list as it appears on screen. So when you get it, wasn't this my spot question? You just show the picture. I mean, it still shows on screen exactly. Like it doesn't change on my Discord or anything. So I can just pull it over and go, hey, look. So thank you, Chess Pro. I will hydrate, my friend. Just last my water. Next time someone hits me with a hydrate, I'm gonna have Mara watch the stream and run and grab more water. Okay. Okay, there's Dragod. Okay. Sweet. We will do you right now, my friend. Let me just catch up on chat just really quick. We only have a couple more messages. Can't wait for the chaos that will be all the creators creating new accounts, running into Lightspeed bundle accounts and fleets and getting pushed down. That's the thing, well, why not? With the fleet meta where it is, I don't know if it's actually going to be necessarily that bad. Because Home 1 is looking quite delectable for early players. And, you know, you still have, you know, people going after the Sun Cheetah farming guide, which is getting their #1 spot using Negotiator and Endurance. I don't know. It might not be as scary as you think it is. Well, why not? Like, yeah, it'll be rough in the early game, but I don't think it'll be, you know, first 6 months, you can get to the top 50 easily. Focus on the sequel trilogy, sadly. Agreed. It is rough that they've focused on it so much. Princess Leia's idol, so cool. Yeah, I love the fact that they added the R2-D2. Made to look human, but it's virtual. Yeah. Well, Mandalorian, how dare you delete the message before I can see it? How much longer are you going to be streaming? We're going to be streaming for about another 2 hours. And then we'll be streaming members only for another 2 hours, doing members only roster reviews. Hopefully my eyes can stay open that long, helping you guys out. Remember in the past they used to have a title Jedi for Rey long ago. Now she's just a Force user category. Oh, I actually didn't know that. I've only been playing for 4 years. I started in 2021 and have played ever since. So I like, when I started, I think was when what was it? Starkiller? I feel like Starkiller was one of the first sets of, like the first legendary set that I remember in the game. I feel like I played like the Bad Batch Marquee, but I can't remember what that is in the timeline. But I remember getting Mara Jade early on as a 3-star and absolutely loving her. But I feel like that was probably like 6 or 7 months into me playing the game. So 2021 April was when I first started playing this game. So, like, I kind of missed the nerf of 2021, the reshuffling of GAC. All of that happened while I was on my way to level 85, because I didn't buy the Hyperdrive bundle. I think Homeworld is great for new players, but from what I've seen, most content creators aren't planning to include that fleet in their farming path. Interesting. I checked my next GAC opponent. I'm going to get wiped out. My opponent has all GLs at Relic. Oh, goodness. Sounds good, Darth Savius. Once we get to you, we'll do yours. Once the R1 or Rogue One Leia carries, what? Wasn't the R1 Leia? Oh, carries, as in like Carrie Fisher. Yes, Carrie's daughter with some digital touch-ups. That is correct. It is Carrie Fisher's daughter, and it's not just digital touch-ups. It's straight up like mocap of her face. Like pattern over her own face, like she had the whole dots and everything. I gotta say, definitely try Marvel Strike Force. It's a good game. I tried it for a while. I struggle with the fact that it has one meta team at all times, and so you're constantly chasing the meta. This game, I can use my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren that I got, you know, as my first GL, and he's still one of the best GLs in my roster. So that's one of my big problems with Marvel Strike Force. Is it true that members only streams include Beaver's feet? I can neither confirm nor deny that Beaver's feet or Beaver in a maid costume is included with a members only stream. I'm pretty sure I'll be using my Lightspeed token on the new account on Trogan as well for the ship. It's sure he's the only rebel too I could find that was Cairo and Zeta that I semi-wanted. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad choice for that rebel for sure. Early 26, but you couldn't tell how often I take breaks and how long those breaks are. Yeah, fair enough. I started when Bosch Leia came out. Okay, so, oh gosh, that would have been leading up to the Crate Dragon raid. So I don't even know what year that would have been off the top of my head. It was probably 2023, 2024, somewhere in there. How many reviews are you doing today? That is more an option of time constraints versus an option of number of things. We're going to do 5-minute roster reviews for free roster reviews, and then we'll do, you know, longer ones for paid for roster reviews. So it'll just depend on how far we get. Caleb Wheeler, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. I'm stuck on Starkiller. Rip. Malak Journey. Rip. It's not that hard of a journey. Go watch my guide. But also, just relic your Revens. They're so good. And a relic Revan can basically handle that every single time. Hi, Mara. Hey, poopers. Okay, let's jump into this. I apologize. It's been a little crazy. We got a lot of people in chat right now. Just came back from a long break, finishing GL Ray unlock. Okay, so just doing the GL Ray unlock. Got it. Primarily care about territory war and raid. A little bit of an interesting one. I don't see a lot of people who are prioritizing territory war and the raid. So, yeah, just a little interesting. So you're finishing GL Ray right now. I love the fact that you have the Queen's Men. You have Jabba. Love to see the Quad May. Love to see the Savage. Okay, you have some unfinished farms. Yeah, quite a bit of unfinished farms that I'm seeing down here. Okay, like, yeah, the Zori. Zori's not a big deal as long as you have... Mara. I love you, but you need to stop. Oof. Oof. Okay. You need a Zeta on Finn as soon as possible. I know you're finishing Ray, and you probably have some Zeta saved up for Ray, but you need to get the Zeta on Finn. Because this is one of the best teams in the game. Just defensively, offensively. It's just a fantastic team. It'll kill off once Relic Delta comes around, it won't kill off Ahsoka herself, but it will kill off Ahsoka's team and leave her as a solo character that you can then clean up easily. But in general, this is just a fantastic team. It's not going to be heavily affected by Relic Delta because if they take a turn, they will lap the enemy and just continually deal damage because exposes are damage to yourself and not considered, damage from an opponent. So these guys are still going to absolutely obliterate their enemies. So highly suggest working on these teams. These are the type of teams that you definitely want to not skip out on when it comes to Relic Delta, insta kills, ones that do dots, debts, or exposes, those percent health damage effects are going to be very, very nice with Relic Delta. Because they count as damage to themselves. Malgus spits on Zori, though. Yeah, if you're using a Malgus on Zori, I count that as a win, my friend. Jedi Knight Revan to Relic 8? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it's not bad for Relic Delta. Oh gosh. In general, with Relic Delta coming into the game, you're going to want to focus on things that are going to be getting your relic levels up to be able to help out your guild with territory war. Raid is raid. You know what you need to do for raid. If you want to get a good score, you're going to Relic 9 your Grand Moff Tarkin, and you're going to Relic 9 your Scorch, and that's going to immediately give you a full Relic 9 score for only 2 Relic 9 characters. Boom. And then on top of that, Relic 9 Scorch is never a bad thing for a Lord Vader, considering he's the tank on your team and Relic Delta is coming. And Grand Moff Tarkin is listed as one of the suggested for the new Vader character. I think you have a pretty good idea of what to do when it comes to the raid. But with Relic Delta, you are going to want to focus down some of these characters and get them nice and beautiful. So make sure you're focusing down... you're not focusing down Savage. I was going to say Savage, but you are a territory war player, so we're not going to say Savage. Kersantin, for instance, Kersantin at a Relic 5 is going to be just absolutely destroyed by Relic Delta, and he is a key character to keep people off of your Bosch Leia. Speaking of Bosch Leia, if you have a Relic 9 SLKR going against your Jabba, she's just going to die off to like 1 AoE with that, 4 levels difference. That's an insane amount of extra damage that SLKR is dealing to that Bosch Leia. So key attackers and key tanks are going to be vitally important over the next couple of months to push up into your stuff. That's going to be one of the biggest things that I'm going to be stressing in a lot of these roster reviews going forward, as Relic 7 is kind of the go-to. Now, keep in mind, if you're struggling on like bronzium wiring for the Relic 7, the carbonite circuit boards, those will be wiped away once the update hits. So make sure you just save some Order 66 currency for when the update hits, and then bronzium wiring and carbonite circuit boards will then be Raid 1 currency, and they're a great exchange rate. You'll never have to worry about those two ever again. So I wouldn't like go scrapping a whole bunch of gear for those two specifically, because you can take care of that later on. But do start getting stuff like, this Queen Amidala definitely needs to be Relic 7, because at Relic 5, not only is she close to being killed by, AoEs, but on top of that, her decoy, which is the key tank for this team, is going to be a Relic 5 statted handmaiden. And so it's going to not be able to take the hits nearly as well, making it so this Relic 9 Queen's Men that you have right here is just going to be, you know, they can kill off your decoys really easily and just blitz down these two super easily. So even if they're rocking a couple relic levels below, they'll still be able to take these guys down and kind of run circles around them because they can blitz down Queen Amidala so easily. So look at key characters like that and get those done. I'm not going to go through every person's roster and tell everyone, hey, these are the key characters for you. But just the thing I'm always suggesting to people is flinging attackers and then important tanks. So tanks where like you feel like their taunt never falls away. So, you know, Malgus, Kersantin, Morgan Elsbeth, those types of stuff, those are going to be your Relic 7s. And then flinging attackers, meaning like Starkiller, where he just keeps getting thrown at the enemy over and over again, and he's dealing all the damage. Well, that's going to be the Relic 8 or the Relic 7 that you need, you know, because they're dealing all the damage. Dark Trooper, you know, all those characters that are dealing the hefty damage, those are the ones you want. If you want to make sure that your Night Sister team beats Jabba, just get a Relic 9 Marin now. This counter is going to become more stable now because you can just Relic 9 your Marin. She's going to deal extra damage to the enemies, and then on top of that, all your other allies are going to die off much easier because of Relic Delta, and you just keep their Relic levels low. So certain counters are going to be funny and that they're easier, but but yeah, so I basically build for Relic Delta. If you're looking for the raid, Relic 9 your Tarkin, Relic 9 your Scorch. But I think a lot of what you're going to be doing in the near future, especially if you're a territory war focused person, is you're going to be doing the same thing as, you know, the rest of us are doing for GAC, but just focusing it more on your territory war teams that you use commonly. So let's take a quick look at your speeds and your fleets and see if you are suffering in either regard. Not bad for a Lord Vader, but I feel like your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's looking pretty rough. Yeah, very rough. This is looking pretty rough. Like 530 to 570 speed is where I'd like to see that. 540 to 570 is probably the area that I'd like to see your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren looking really slow for a GL, which immediately makes me worried about the rest of these GLs. Like Sith Eternal doesn't really need the speed. He is supposed to be around 500, about 480 to 470 to 500 is really what you're looking for. But that's with a health arrow as well. I do appreciate that you do have the health, it looks like. So it looks like you're using Swigo.gg. It's just your depth of modding looks like it's a little rough right now. Dude, that's super slow. Protection, health, that needs to be protection. Yeah, your mod depth is really what mods are trash. I'm just now starting to work on them. It sounds good. Yeah, your mod depth is looking really rough because this doesn't look like a player who doesn't know how to mod, because I'm seeing, you know, proper modding for these GLs. It's not a matter of, oh, I don't know how to mod. It's a matter of just mod depth. You don't have the mods for this. So start spending at least the 350 crystal refreshes every single day on getting new mods, and be super, super stingy with your mods. Mods are not girlfriends. You cannot fix her. If you take a white up to a green and it doesn't roll speed, just throw it away. I know it may hurt. Throw it away, get a new mod, start from there. Be very stingy with your modding. You have a lot to catch up on. How are you preparing for Relic Delta, Beaver? That's my secret sad meal for dinner. I'm actually not. I know that there's not enough in my roster that I can do to fix things, and I'm completely out of bronzium wiring. And so I was working on Balin while I waited for the Relic Delta stuff to finalize, and Balin is a full Relic 7 team that also makes Great Mothers, which is a Relic 7 team of the two important characters. And so I'm like, I can just build these two new teams and they will be basically Relic Delta ready, at least to, you know, tide me over. And then once the changes hit, then I can start funneling that bronzium wiring in, and then I'll start working on the exact things that I'm talking about, you know, the important tanks and the flinging attackers. So that's what's next on my list. First on my list is actually Quadme, for bringing her up to Relic 7 because I use her so much. But, you know, important tanks, flanking attackers. It's what I'm going to be working on. And then Relic 9 wise, I'm going to go value, which is what I'm going to suggest to you guys as well. You know, if this guy didn't have the Relic 9 Queen's Men, I would be like, hey, get the Relic 9 Queen's Men done. If this person had an Ahsoka and they weren't Relic 9, I'd be like, get your Ahsoka to Relic 9. Those Relic 9 materials are going to be vitally important from here on out. Trying to get as much value into your roster is going to be insanely important. So I'm going to leave my first Relic 10 up to you guys. On the first day of the thing, we're going to set some goals, and we'll have some different silly stuff, depending on, you know, where we get to, like gifted memberships and that kind of thing throughout the day. We're going to try and make it green, and depending on how far we'll go, we'll leave the Relic 10 up to you guys. So you guys get to choose my first Relic 10 in my account, which is silly, but why not, you know? Bro, a level 1 Scythe is killing me. Oh no.
Hello there.
Swigo player, welcome to the damn community, my friend. So this fleet's not done. This fleet's not done. Okay. You're working on the ARC 170, I hope. Got that relic. Okay, that one's looking good. Nothing here. Definitely, I love this fleet. I've been using it so much lately. I love the fact that you have that. Okay, so it's not as bad as I first thought it was when I first looked at this. It looks like you are working on your fleets. It looks like you did put in some work, and I like to see that work. And you've just kind of prioritized a couple fleets and left a couple others to the wayside. And I don't mind that, especially with the limited materials that you're given with a Lightspeed bundle account. So I don't actually think these are bad fleets. Looking pretty good. I would try to get yourself a Profundity sooner rather than later to kind of stabilize your fleets a little bit. Just because you're kind of behind on other things, and Profundity can make up for a lot. So... And Profundity should be much easier going forward now that we have, you know, easier Relic 9s and, you know, more access to low Relic level materials. So, should I farm Phantom and Ghost on Node or Fleet Arena? Always Fleet Arena. If you can spend Fleet Arena currency, spend Fleet Arena currency. Especially because a lot of people who are struggling with Zetas, you're about to get 50 plus Zetas over the next year with the new Lightspeed tokens. So, like, you're not nearly as far behind on Zetas as you think you are. Salabellars are still important as Mark II raid currency has a flat rate that doesn't increase, so any games that Salabellars will grow your account quicker. I don't know what you're referring to specifically, Harry Prince, but yeah, you are correct. Sure. I think Relic 7 Treya team is a must with so many Poncho Bros at Relic 9, those Relic 5. Yeah, I think that getting your full Treya team to Relic 7, or at least getting your Treya, your Treya, your Nihilus, and your Savage to Relic 7 is really going to be important. I don't know, like, honestly, I don't know if you really need the 4th and 5th. They don't do that much. But yeah, I think that the Relic 7 Savage is a must immediately because, you know, you can circumvent some teams in Relic Delta with insta-kills. But, like, yeah, Treya, Nihilus, and Savage is going to be necessary down the road. We're looking to patch holes right now and finish teams a little later. That's kind of my go-to right now because I just want to make sure that you don't lose crystals. I want to make sure you don't fall too far because of Relic Delta. So we are patching holes first, and then we are doing full teams because we are not all whales. We cannot afford to build whole teams quickly. So patching holes first is usually the better thing to do here. Absolutely not, Prince. It's just, it'll just take you forever, and it's going to take out of your materials to go to other things. Fleet Arena is the way to go. You're not nearly as behind on Zetas as you think you are. And, like, you're still going to be able to get plenty of Zetas. And once you finish everything in your Fleet Arena, you never have to spend on those ships again. Those before 3 refreshes of Cantina per day, 3 for mods, or 6 for mods. That entirely depends on the account. If you're a high Lightspeed bundle account, I would probably suggest the mods. If you're not a Lightspeed bundle account, I would probably do a mix of the two if you're more of like a free-to-play account. I do 3 Cantina refreshes right now because of Relic Delta, and so I think a lot of people right now should be doing the Cantina. Just to kind of patch holes. It really depends on where you are in GAC as well, because you're going to see a hard shift depending on where you are. If you are in Kyber or High Erodium, you need to patch holes so bad. Throw it in Cantina. If you are not in that area, you can afford to take it a little slower, like this Bronzium player right here. We can afford to take the Relic Delta a little slower, do a combination of the two. He definitely needs the mods. His mods are really bad, and so I would suggest the mods over the Cantina energy for this player. Unfortunately, there are not strict rules for each account. Three times for a Cantina until you get most of the important units to Relic 7. Cantina make your account wider. Team character mods make your account taller, increasing every team's power alternate between 2 as needed. Yeah. Lightspeed tokens all come with the Zetas for the characters, guys. So you're saying there'll be a top 10 characters to Relic Delta video. I mean, yeah, I've been planning it for the week, but I just got really busy. And so I actually planned to have that video out by Wednesday, and I got so freaking busy this week. I literally have not had free time until the 4 hours I had last night after work. And then I spent that 4 hours, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up this morning and immediately drove 30 minutes for something, finished with that thing, drove back, and then hopped on stream. Like, I don't have time in my life. I'm trying to get videos out to you guys as much as possible, so that way you guys are in the know. Yes, not 50 free Zetas you can apply on anybody, but it is Zetas on your choice of like 7 units. And then you're getting, you know, Zetas on all kinds of units from CLS to Yoda to, you know, all kinds of different units. So you're getting plenty of Zetas. Yeah. So you're getting, what is that, 5 free Zetas plus like 7 Zetas, 7 sets of Zetas on characters of your choice, plus, you know, all of the new characters that you're getting Zetas for, which a lot of them are going to be characters that are like, yeah, I don't have the Zetas for these, but they currently don't matter, but now it's going to matter. Like the Emperor Palpatine Zetas, a lot of people don't have that because they're like, oh yeah, Starkiller functions without his Zetas. Now you have them so you can use the new Vader. And if he's an elite marquee like they're suggesting, you know, Great Mothers does a lot at low stars. Being able to use him at low stars is probably going to be a big thing, and you're going to have all of the Zetas on your Emperor Palpatine. So it's going to be a big shift, and a lot of Zetas that are going to be very helpful, as long as, you know, all 6 of these new characters don't end up being trenches. Because, you know, they all read really well. The 2 kits I've had time to read, I've been like, dude, this is insane. Like, these kits are, like, bringing a garbage team up to, you know, GAC usable easy. So. Probably going to have to be Darth Revan. Why are so many people wanting Darth Revan? I feel like it's really not, like, the extra speed is really not going to change anything in fleets nowadays, thanks to the way that fleets work right now. You're in Kyber 2, Florian, then unless you are like, you know, the accounts I go up against, where you're like all Relic 9s, Cantina is going to be your best investment right now. You need to patch holes bad. Kyber 2, if you're swinging up at all in Kyber 2, you are going to get screwed. You know, you see these players that constantly that have Relic 9 accounts. Those are who you need to go up against. You need to keep that in mind. So Cantina for you, Florian. Yeah, that's exactly my point, Caleb and Hugsy. Relic 10 Clone Wars Chewy. So do not refresh energy to save crystals. Get marquees to at least 4 stars. Yeah, if you want to, you can to get the new legendary. I think that's not a bad idea. I just don't know if it's worth dropping your crystal refreshes though to do that. Unless the characters are really good, I don't think it's going to be worth that because a 4-star character is only gear 13. And that means they're still going to be destroyed by Relic Delta. So I don't know if that's really worth it, Alex, with the new marquee system, just to get the new legendary at 4 stars, which also is going to be gate locked at gear 13, which means it's going to be Relic Delta out of GAC. I don't think that's worth it. But like for those of you who are buying the pass for each month, you're buying the episode pass, you're going to get the characters at 4 stars and you'll get the new legendary and you can play around with it and that kind of stuff. So unless it's like a character that's like super like turn meter heavy, pushing turn meter, and it's another character you already have in your roster that it's lifting, I don't know if you're really going to see any good use out of going for new characters with your crystals, Alex. Oh yeah, Relic 10 SLKR is going to be wild. I'm not sure this is enough to make for the difference between Relic 9 and Relic 10 if you don't start the battle. See, once again, with like Piet Relic 10, anyone that has a Rogue One is just still going to win. It's not going to do anything, Milk. Like the fleet meta is in such shambles right now that there's just a way to easily beat every single fleet for most people. Like I can see it in like an early shard, I guess, if it's just like an early shard and it's a whole bunch of executors. Sure, Relic 10 your executor. It's the same thing before. You know, you Relic 9 your Tarkin to make it easier for you Relic 9 your Piet to make it easier for yourself. It's the same thing as it was before, but like. At the current spot that we're at, if you have any kind of established fleet shard, you're really not going to do anything with adding a Relic 10 to a fleet commander. Going to be able to save up aromats on early release to get later releases up to relics. You'll save up aromats on early releases to get later releases up to relics. I mean, you're still going to be gate locked by your star level, if I understand correctly. Unless they're fully shifting how you get shards as well, which I don't think they mentioned that they're shifting anything about the shards, just the gear that you get them up. I think investing in characters that can sell 300k points will be a good thing for most accounts to invest in Hondo, Emphas, Tarkin. Oh yeah, 100%. With Rogue One Executor Fleet is that it's great on offense, but sucks on defense. Because Rogue One has a high reinforcement priority. You lost me, Con Warlock. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Oh, Saleya coming in with the damn cool membership.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Thank you, my friend. Okay, sorry. Long conversation for one roster, but that was because a lot of this is kind of information that's going to be brought up in a lot of different rosters today and talked about. So... yeah, 4-star allows up to Relic 2, so semi-viable in lower leagues. Not really, especially considering that, like, all Lightspeed bundles are Lightspeed Bundle 2s nowadays, so it's Relic 7s. So I still don't see how we could utilize that very well. Hey, Milton, can we get some General Kenobis in the chat for Milton? I would assume as long as it's within the same era, then yes, JL.
Join us.
It sounds like yes. That is crazy, Heinricher. 9 months. Thank you so much for your 9 months of loyalty, my friend. Heinricher, you're literally a member. Why don't you just use the MO?
Hello there.
Florian, welcome to the damn community. Thank you, my friend, for subscribing. Okay. Let's go player coming in with the hello there. Do we have any subscribers over in Twitch right now that can drop us some General Kenobis? Okay. Okay, we are on our free-to-play list, right? Let me double-check, make sure we haven't had any other super chats. Yes, it was just Dragod. But yeah, Dragod, if you're still here, my friend, I'm sorry we got so off topic. Your mods definitely need some work, my friend. You're in a lower enough GAC, and your focus is not so much super like competitive. So I'm not going to suggest going for, you know, super hard into Relic Delta. You do have some things to fix for sure, and you'll need to identify those things. But you need to work on your mods bad. Your mods are looking really rough. Get the profundity sooner rather than later. Yeah, looking like a solid account. Use the shortcut without adding a space at the end. It shows the code. Oh, interesting. 60. Has anyone ever earned shards by using someone else's unit in a campaign battle? What? What? Has anyone ever earned shards by using someone else's unit in a campaign battle? Oh, you mean like sharing a unit? Earn shards and gear by using your allies, heroes in combat by your friends to become allies. What do you mean? Yeah, it's talking about the ally slot. Yeah. Like just doing this, where you bring in a character? I'm so confused. Alex coming in with the Hail Mara. Okay. We got Retro going first. Is Retro here? There's Retro. Okay. Retro. Where are you right now in GAC? Because that's important now. Okay. So, Relic Delta is going to be important, but not, like, vitally so. Just unlocked Windu, Darkside Ray, and Quadme. Oof, that's a lot of Omicrons, my friend. I love that. You're already working on your Darkside Ray. Queen Amidala, you have an Omicron on her. Wish he was good. I genuinely wish he was good. At least you're getting a good raid score out of him, I guess. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty far in, my friend. Yeah, so I'm already seeing, you know, like Ben, Dr. Afra. I'm already seeing some low relics that are going to have to be brought up for Relic Delta. Okay. You just unlocked Windu, Darkside Ray, and Quadman. I'm going to assume you're going to work on all three of those because you have the Queen's Men. You're already almost done with Darkside Ray, and Windu is, you know, obviously for the raid. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten them. Just got my executor up to 7-star today. Congratulations, that's huge. Thinking about JMK or Balin next while I farm Leviathan Shipwrecks. I'm at 250 shards for Fury, behind on Zetas mods, as always, not ready for Relic Delta. So, with the whole Relic Delta shenanigans and everything, I don't know if going for a new farm is your best bet. Like, I was planning on doing Balin and JMK next as well. That's like my next two. I am doing Balin because I was already super close to it and like got all the stuff for it. And so I'm still going to do Balin because it's a fantastic team and it's a Relic 17, which means that it'll perform well in Relic Delta. But JMK, I'm leaving out of my farms for now just because I need to get my Relic levels up for Relic Delta. You know, Leviathan, I think, is an excellent thing that's going to get you good crystals. It's going to get you good wins in GAC. It's just an all-around good farm. On top of that, you're getting a Relic 9 on 2 characters that are good and part of a good team, and so they're going to be nice for Relic Delta. And so I think Leviathan on your list should be a great thing. But I do think taking a break and focusing on Relic Delta will also help you fix your Zetas and mods, because, you know, you're behind on your relics. And like, it's been one of the biggest things that have helped my account in the last little bit has been going through and just fixing relic levels, because I didn't have Zetas for Balin, and so I was waiting on Balin until I had Zetas. And so like, I just went through and I fixed some. I got my Relic 9 Scorch, my Relic 9 Tarkin, and was like fixing some relics for my raid score, because my guild wanted me to work on that type of thing. And, you know, like, taking the time and building out those extra relic levels, I think, are going to be really big for you, Retro, and get you the mods and Zetas that you're looking for. Nice, Alex. How long will you be live? About an hour and 15 minutes left on this stream, and then we'll be live for members only. Let's take a quick look at your mods. So, yeah, I would say yes to Leviathan. But I would probably look at Relic 9ing your Queen's Men first, and then upping your Relic levels in Relic Delta a bit while you farm the shards, because you said you're 250 shards for Fury class, and so you're pretty far off from it, unless you're buying like extra shards, crystal wise or pass wise. So take that time, take advantage of that time. You're definitely going to need it to get some of these characters up to snuff to be able to use. Lord Vader, looking... If that's your fastest GL, I'm worried. Your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is technically okay. That should be crit damage, or at least offense. It's an okay Supreme Leader Kylo. Your mods... Like, again, same as the last guy. I mean, like, it seems like you know what you're doing for modding, for, like, you're looking at Swago.gg and that type of thing. This scares the crap out of me, though. You can't fix her. It's not your girlfriend. Please drop the mod and find a new one to use. This is painful. Mod depth is something that a lot of accounts like this are struggling with, because Lightspeed bundles and all that type of stuff, and we'll continue to struggle with this type of thing. We will continue. It will continue to happen. You're not quite at the 10,000 damage. You're not quite at 500 speed. I don't think the lower speed is necessarily a problem. I would suggest probably getting up to that 500, 10,000, but 315 as your fastest character is not fantastic for your GP. Is there a hard fall off? And there's a hard fall off, dude. That's not even a full layer down, and you're already under 300. Yeah, I like slow raise as well. 500 is like, if you go over 500 by any significant margin, I think you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. But you also don't want to make her too slow, because she will be lapped by Mara Jade, and Mara Jade, especially with the new changes for the new Vader. We might see Mara Jade still be able to beat Rey with the new Vader, and if she starts lapping Rey too often, she can remove turn meter with stagger, and then just basically keep Rey from ever taking turns and really just wreck the team. So I like that sweet spot of 500 speed. Lower than 500 speed, I feel like you're starting to get into an area where you're just letting people lap you too much, and they can end up killing off people too often. So 500 is slow. Yeah, 500 is slow, and that's kind of the point. You don't want Rey too fast. You don't want her too slow. It's one of those ones that you want her in a good sweet spot, and I find 500 works the best. Get some water after this roster review. Will do, my friend. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, your mods in general, and like your choice of who should be fast. Like, this is probably left over from the Sidious Datacron. But, like, the fact that your Sidious is your second fastest unit is rough, dude. Like, I want to see the Bosch Leia up there. I want to see the Captain Drogon up there. I want to see the Jedi Knight Revan. You know, the Master Qui-Gon once you finish your Quadme. The Mara Jade. Like, your choices of who is fast in this roster is rough. Oh, yeah. 500 is not hard to do at all. She is one of the fastest GLs, if I recall. But anyways, your mods are looking rough, dude. I think that your mods are really something that you're struggling on. You're in a Rhodium though, so you're gonna have to balance fixing the holes of your roster with the Relic Delta as well as doing it. So I'm hoping that the new episode pass gives you a lot of good signal data. I still haven't seen the numbers for that. I don't know if anyone else has seen the numbers, but I haven't seen the numbers yet. And I know we're all just hoping that it gives good signal data because I feel like we're so far behind with Relic Delta now. But yeah, you're going to have to balance the two. I'm glad you have Jabba already. I'm glad you already have the Queen's Men. That's a good start in your value farms. But yeah, you're going to have to balance those two, my friend. Okay. Quick look at your ships. Don't have Scythe yet. Beautiful. Not that it's a good fleet, but the fact that you have that tells me that you're finishing your fleets. And I do appreciate that. Yeah, like you have the Rex done. That is like always the key that I'm looking for. Yeah. Dude. Chef's kiss. Your mods may suck. Your fleets are looking sexy. You're taking your time to finish your fleets. I love it, dude. Way to go, my friend. There are way too many accounts that don't do this, and it wrecks them in the end. I appreciate that you have such a focus on fleets. My roster for Relic says I do ASP. It's actually only like 15. Heck yeah, Robomelon. That's awesome. Okay, so you're gonna have to balance working on the Relic Delta and the mods, but the good news is by working on the Relic Delta, you kind of give yourself time to do the mods instead of going for, you know, you just unlocked Windu, you just unlocked Darkseid Ray, you just unlocked Quadme. You do not need to add the JMK and the Balin to your list right now. What you need to do is you need to shore up your holes, especially with being in a Rhodium 3. You are right on the cusp of just facing person after person that's just going to ruin your day. So patch those holes. Probably to do so. I took quite a few of the ones who would have been on that list for Relic 7 platoons already. Yeah, there you go. Helping your guild helps out. Is that a Mora? Hi, Mora. This guy is in a Rhodium 3, yes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Our meet going into Relic Delta. I hope you do great. I hope you continue that to a 15. Akuma coming in with the Damn Cool membership. Welcome to the Damn Elite, my friend. Thank you so much. I might fall back into Chromium after Relic Delta. You have returned. It's good to see you, my friend. Can we get some General Kenobis in for our wonderful Akuma? Okay, I am going to run and grab a beverage. Next on my list are Mr. Bean and Strength Beyond. So those are the next two, so make sure you are ready in chat. I'm going to run and grab some water really quick. Mara is going to watch stream for me. And make sure that you guys behave in chat. I think Relic 10 might actually help me. My strat is all defense. My important characters are Relic 5 to Relic 9. The problem is the Relic 5 is just going to be absolutely destroyed our meat. It's going to be the Relic 7s that really do the thing for you. For context, I started playing one for his Lightspeed. Yeah, no, like, your account's very much a Lightspeed bundle account. I appreciate how much work you've put into your fleets. It looks great, Retro. Relic Delta honestly sounds like it might help your account because it'll help you slow down, because it's so hard to get out of that mentality of like new thing after you get Lightspeed bundles, because there's just so many new things to get and you're just constantly getting new things, and that dopamine hit is constantly going. And like, I get it, I have ADHD. Like I get chasing the dopamine. So honestly, Relic Delta is going to help your account slow down, which is interesting to say. Relic Delta is going to help your account, but it's going to be rough at first, but what it's making you focus on will give you the time to focus a bit more on your mods, focus a bit more on getting some Zetas into your account before you move on. I might fall up to Kyber 1 with Relic Delta. Hey, take it. What is this territory battle you speak of? Never heard of it. I think most people can hold their rank for 1 or 2 GACs if they invest in 3 Relic 9s, 1 for each defensive wall and GAC. Yeah, I think you could do that in most places. I don't know if you can hold your spot in, like, Kyber, but you could probably hold your spot in GAC if you do that. I posted my opponent's mods in general. I advise you check this out. My 14 million GP opponent has 1,000 no-speed mods? What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. $1,000. Oh my gosh. That's... How do you have 1,096 6-dot mods? And a third of your mods have no speed. How is that possible? That means there's like 700 mods in his roster that are 6-dot with no speed. Oh. I don't like that. My gosh, your opponent scares me, Alex. What is that? Oh. Speed doesn't matter. Goodness gracious. Okay, I where you up? Do we got a battle that we can run in the background? I don't know if we do. Have I done all my battles here? No, but there's like no battles to do because it's all like Relic 8 planets. So I've got like no teams for these. And I honestly don't know what my guild is having me platoon either, so I don't know. So we'll stay out of territory battles. Sure. Yeah. Let's throw it on 300, and we're gonna throw you, and you. There you go. Hopefully these guys can get a 300 on auto. Hopefully. I don't have that hope, actually. Stay. You're okay. Did they do it? Did they get 300k? It doesn't look like it. They didn't get 300k.
Credits will do fine.
Little
It's
couple
me,
coming
Mara.
for $4.99.
I'm putting up a poll. Watch me looking pretty or listen to more roster reviews.
Paw. Okay. Oh, looking great. Other paw. Jotting. Good girl. Good poopers. Here's a couple for your bed. Go. Jotting. Pip. The AI's garbage? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. 287, 500, I'll take it. I don't want to do my raid. I'll take it. My guild may be upset at me, but I'll take it. Well, I guess Mara wants a poll. There we go. Do we stop roster reviews and just watch Mara? One time speed feels real slow. Yeah, I cannot even imagine playing Galaxy of Heroes back when that was the only setting. I refuse. It's the opposite of Lightning McQueen. I guess a 4 multi that's missing 3 wheels. That's had 2 spots for losing 3 wheels. The fact that the vote is at 58% is actually wild. The amount of trolls in chat is hilarious. Dude, if we hit yes on this, I literally will just turn the camera on Mara and then I'll just leave. I'll just put it as a Mara cam. It was the only speed when the game came out, Caleb. Okay. I feel tempted. I was thinking of our trick showcase when I clicked yes. I mean, she does need to go out soon. That's part of the reason that we're ending stream and the 45 minutes and, you know, switching to a member stream is so I can take the time to take her out. You gotta teach Mara a trick called Stacker. I actually just taught her a new command in Mandalorian, so she now, because she gets too excited when there's new people around, and we take the elevator occasionally in our complex, and like people will get into the elevator and she'll get super excited. I've taught her a new command to get between my legs, so that way, you know, if she gets too excited and tries to go for someone to go and sniff them, I can hold her back with my legs. So she just, like, you know, circles and just goes under between my legs and then just sits between my legs. A sandwich cam or whatever food is available at the moment. Oh gosh. You know, I will tell you the most surreal moment in the entirety of my life of like where I, you know, because I don't often think about the things that I do. You know, I don't in the moment go, am I really doing this? I kind of just live in the moment. You know, later on I'll, you know, sit there and worry about what I did in the past and that kind of thing. But I don't have those moments of like introspection where I'm just like, I'm in the moment. I was like, dang, this is actually happening. I don't really have that very often. And the weirdest moment of introspection I've ever had was our first Damathon. We were streaming for 37 hours straight, and I was sitting there. We were probably like 6 or 7 hours in. Arnold raided us. And, you know, I was a small streamer back then. I like averaged, I think, like 20 to 30 people per stream. And Arnold raided, and we were down to like 75, 74 people in the stream after the Arnold raid, because it'd been a couple hours of roster reviews and other stuff. And so, you know, people had filtered out, and we still had like 75 or 74 people. And I was sitting there making and eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while 74 people watched me. And I was like, what am I doing? What is happening? What? This is crazy. Like, oh my gosh. It's just such a surreal moment of just, I can't believe this exists. I can't believe this is a thing. But hey, I'm grateful you guys are here, and I'm grateful I get to do this type of thing. What's crazy is Relic 5 Brain will lose to Relic 9 Quedme when Relic Delta comes out. Yeah. You are correct, Army. It's one of the things that I keep telling people constantly, especially because Relic 5 Bane gets wrecked by anything above a Relic 7 Leia. Next time, do it in a hot tub. I do have a hot tub here at my complex, so... Here at my complex makes it sound like I'm running a cult. That's what the Beaver Dam is, everyone. Ban everyone who says no. Okay, let's jump right back into roster reviews. Let's see how many more we can get through. Okay. Roster reviews. Okay, so we have Mr. Bean and Strength Beyond. Are you guys here? Praise Beaver. That's every streamer community, to be honest. I mean, honestly, if you go and look up like the the like indicators of a cult and like the definition of a cult, I'm pretty sure every single streamer's community would fit into that list. .389 speed Jedi Master Luke is crazy. They fixed the emotes back to normal. I didn't know it was broken. Okay, there's Mr. Bean. Okay, and Harry Prince's Strength Beyond. Got it. I'm going to be buying a condo on Friday, though not moving until sometime in January. Robomillion, you mean you're not going to move into my compound? Be one of my followers? How dare you? Okay, Mr. Beans. The massive streamers, the VTubers, and the K-pop people that probably are texting.
It's me, Mara. 65% of you answered incorrectly.
I need to set up Little Cuzzle just for you. You know what I should do? Because you could choose the voice that that speaks for the that speaks for the text-to-speech. I should go and like set up specific numbers that you can donate as, so it'll be a female voice, so that way you could pretend to be Mara. Chate? Other pop. Chate, good girl. Pip. Down. So at current moment, it's set up through a already made thing that's built into my software. I'd have to do some coding to be able to do something like that, Caleb, and also it would technically be illegal. Technically, it's not. With Jarvis, I think it would be illegal, but in most voices, if I was to make it someone famous, it's not always illegal, but unethical is the better word, and will probably be illegal in the future, and I would probably get into trouble and get sued. And I'm not interested in that, so... Yes, except Caleb Wheeler, that all of these streams get saved to the internet permanently. Like, this is not like a private thing. We just need Beaver impressions of people. Dude, I could do like a Newt Gunray impression and then make an AI chatbot out of that and have that do all the stuff. That'd be so silly. Anyways. Oh, I found that out the hard way. Oh, found what out the hard way, Retro? That technically illegal is no good? What? Can we get Scribe to do a soundboard with his Hondo impression? I don't think I've ever heard Scribe's Hondo impression. If we got permission from Scribe, we could make a drug Scribe soundboard. Some of my law school classmates found my stream VODs playing Dispatch. Oof. What part? Never mind. Don't confess to crimes on the internet. Never do that. I was about to say what part of playing Dispatch was was illegal, but never mind. Don't confess crimes to the internet full of strangers. Regardless if it was just playing the copyright music within the game or whatever it was. Oh, I don't know how it starts either, but I can guess based on saying that. We're in Bin Laden, right? Yeah, we're okay. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, you gotta be very careful with the video games you stream, and like checking to make sure that you're not showing stuff. It's rough. Can unlock Bo-Katan Mandalore, take her straight to Relic 7 right now, but I'm pushing for Leviathan as well. Unlocking Malgus ship. Next conquest, should I keep saving signal data for Leviathan or unlock Bo-Katan Mandalore right now? I need about 300 signal data for each for Leviathan. I also have 3 saves right now and about 8 homies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Working on Malicos on the side. Not sure if I should push for another GL next or go for Starkiller Cass after Leviathan and Bo-Katan Mandalore. I would say Bo-Katan Mandalore is an absolute... Okay, hold on before I actually say this out loud. Is your guild doing Mandalore? Is your guild pushing for Mandalore? Are you willing to switch guilds to a guild that pushes for Mandalore? Dispatch is that superhero one, right? That like has some critical role cast members and Moist Critical plays one of the characters. We hit 25 of 25 this round. Thomas, are you... I'm guessing you're one of his guildmates. Bean, I need you to leave the guild right now. Don't find another guild, just leave the guild. You need to get out of there now. It's a trap. Jacksepticeye's been wanting to do voice acting for a long time. He's gotten into a couple projects. I don't follow him anymore. I used to watch him and Markiplier back in high school. Okay. Anyways, Bean, don't leave your guild. That was a joke. Mommy Mandalore and getting Mandalore ready and having the Chirotech for Mandalore is going to become even more important, not only with the fact that you're trying to catch up with the old characters, but also Chirotech is going to be, one of the salvageable materials. So, with the new Relic 10. So, yeah, definitely think that you should do that very quickly. If you get a Leviathan, are you willing to fight your way up in fleet every single day? Because if you're willing to fight your way up in fleet and take the first spot and do that, then I would suggest probably the Leviathan first. But in every other case, I'd go for the Bo-Katan Mandalore. So we went 25 to 32. Seems a little low. I guess one of the easier missions. And I've never run into the glitch where you can't win it. Nice, Grax, very nice. So the saving failures are being forced to relegate bad characters for opposites. Yes, that's how you run a guild. Perfect. I got Malicos on the side. Not sure if I push for another GL, Starkiller, Gas after Leviathan, Bo-Katan, Mandalore. I think that with where you're at in GAC, I think you're kind of in the same boat as a lot of us. You're in Erodium. You're going to be pushing into higher Erodium. You're going to end up against these Relic Delta characters. So I would rather see you kind of finish what you have, get some Relic 7 characters in here, kind of rebuild your Zetas, maybe work on your mods a bit. I think Leviathan's a solid thing to go for, just like I mentioned to the other person. But I don't think that pushing for a new GL or Starkiller or Gas, I don't think that's necessarily going to be huge. Starkiller and Gas are kind of falling off right now anyways. So unless you're getting the Stranger and you're going to go for Maul as well, I don't know if Starkiller is really going to be viable for you. So... Geo's won a GAC in Kyber 3. That's wild. Yeah, I agree, Robomelon. Yeah, and so that also, by taking the time to get Bo-Katan, taking your time on, Leviathan, you can make sure you have the crystals to take it up to 7 stars, because it's garbage until you hit 7 stars. As for after, I think that'll take you quite a while. I'm not going to suggest anything after it until we see how Relic Delta shakes out. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, I kind of want to suggest Profundity to you as well. Just get your fleets in a great spot. Yeah, so I would probably do the... I do the Bo-Katan Mandalore first, do some Relic Delta, and then kind of circle back to Leviathan, and then come back. And we'll get you another thing. Also, long-term Ezra, is he worth relicking out? Yeah. With this account, yes. Caveat. Yes, he's still worth leveling up for offense. He makes it so JML beats most GLs. He also can be split off with Jedi Knight Rev and Jedi Knight Luke and him to get full banners on Jabba in 3v3 and 5v5. And that still leaves you like a Jedi Master Luke with a JKCK and a Hermit Yoda and whoever else you want to throw in there. So, like, I think he's a good offensive tool for this account, but he's not going to be necessarily, like, hugely transformative. So... Okay, Strength Beyond. Strength Beyond says Glat or JMK, Bo-Katan, Mandalore, or Balin, Paw Patrol, or Profundity. So, okay, hold on. Glat or JMK, Bo-Katan, Mandalore, or Balin, Purity Patrol, Relic 9, or Profundity. Gosh. How long have you guys been streaming roster reviews today? I've got about another 30 minutes, then I gotta get going. And then we will be switching to members roster reviews about 20 minutes after that, after I take Mara out to the bathroom. Don't have Hezra, by the way. Okay, you don't have Hezra. Oh gosh, that's a hard decision. Since you don't have Hezra, I think it's a much easier decision. So are you saying these are like it's these two, then these two, then these two, and then it's just either or? Because that's a little weird. Let's take a look at your roster real quick by relic level. I'll look at your relic 5s before we kind of go through. Okay, here we go. Okay. Pablo coming in.
If you would join us.
Why aren't you all members of the Dam?
Coming in with his 14 months of loyalty. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, so you got a Relic 3 Cal that needs to be fixed. Malicos at Relic 5. Savage. Wampa, I guess. Basilishan, definitely. Got a Jedi Knight Revan that needs lift. Freya, Nihilus. I was wondering where they were, just towards the top. Starkiller can use one more relic level. 6 isn't going to be awful, but could use one more. Ben Solo. So you have a couple Relic Delta things, not a ton, honestly. Like, you're looking pretty good for Relic Delta, which I do like to see. I would probably... Are you... Harry Prince, are you in a Mandalore Ready guild? See, I swapped my phone for 2 minutes. I lose all abilities type. Top end guild. So your guild's already doing it. Okay. So you're just leeching off of them and making it so they get slightly less Chirotech each month. Got it. I mean, to be fair, it's what? You're making it so they get 2 less Chirotech a month. Oh no. Anyways. So Glat or JMK. I don't necessarily. I don't like the idea of JMK. Bo-Katan or Balin, Paw Patrol or Profundity. That's not what I wanted. Okay, you got them done. Get out of here. You're in a top end guild that gets good raid rewards. I would say Balin, Profundity, hold off on GLs, work on relic levels. but I think Balin and Profundity are both going to be solid for your roster. Paw Patrol, I'd like to see to Relic 9 eventually, but I think you can leave it for now, especially because they give a chance at Relic 9 materials or Omicrons, making them a little bit less valuable than the other Relic 9 farms that you could choose from. And I think Profundity is going to get you more crystals overall, and I think those crystals will do you good. Bo-Katan Mandalore is still a good team, I do agree, but instead going for Balin's Skull, where you get 2 good teams, is something that I think takes precedence. So I'm going to suggest Balin's Skull over Bo-Katan. You do have some relic shoring up to do, not a ton, but you do have some, and you might also have some moments where you might want to take some key Relic 9s up just to make your defenses stronger, or just to make your offenses, you know, do a bit more. You know, make sure that your Darth Bane is able to do it, because a 10% damage increase and a 10% damage decrease is enough to do something like cause Bane to make it so he can't take down a Relic 9 or a Relic 10 Leia. So, I think there might be some strategic Relic 9s to do as well in your roster, but you've done a good job of finishing a lot of your characters, so there's not a ton of Relic Delta cleanup. I do think with where you're at, you do still need some Relic Delta cleanup. Honestly, I think you actually might go up in GAC. You might push into Kyber 2 pretty quickly. Pretty quickly, just because you've done so much already in solidifying your current stuff. There's a possibility you actually go up with Relic Delta instead of go down, Harry Prince. But yeah, hold off on JMK and Glat for now. I think focus on building out your Relic Deltas. If you want a farm, Balin and Profundity would be the ones that I would do. Yeah, but the Rolocron's gone in 2 weeks, Milk. So unfortunately, that's not something we can rely on. I'm hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful that the strat that is going around the content creators is stable. I haven't used it myself because I'm too much of a pansy to try it without the Rolocron. But I do have my Bo-Katan modded for that counter. So your fleets in general still need some work for sure. I think this is more of like this is going to be a time commitment thing. Like obviously you're going to need shards. You should finish the Malevolence in the same sense that my deepest regret is I have been done with fleets except for 2 ships for over a year, and I haven't taken the time to get my Raven's Claw up for the home one. You should be taking your Malevolence ships up. They may not be the greatest fleet. They're still good. They're much better than a Finalizer. They're still great fleets. Great, you know, B tier fleet right now. They're one of 2 fleets that need lifters. And out of the 2, people are going to be more pumped for the Separatists than they are going to be for a Finalizer lifter. And on top of that, who's going to lift the Finalizer? I don't know. So don't forget your ships. They'll pull you in so many times. So quick look at your mods and we'll move on to the next person. I know we're not doing 5-minute roster reviews, but I feel like maybe I'm crazy and you guys can correct me in the chat. I feel like these roster reviews that we've been going over, because of Relic Delta coming out, it's a lot of information that is very much like everyone should know this information, and this is very like everyone can utilize this information. So sort of beat Profundity, sort of keyword. I need to up my relic levels before I think I can actually do that. I just get absolutely destroyed right now. Okay, we got A-Water and MTG Deck Pro next. Home 1 beats Profundity, just these executorships. So silly. Okay, A-Water finished JMK. We'll get him up to Relic 7, obviously. Interesting. It's an early account. Is that all the resistance stuff, or just some? With this account, I would say yeah, they're definitely going to be able to get a lot of good stuff out of the light speed tokens, that's for sure. This is a hard one. Because this is the first one that we've had to, like, genuinely talk about Relic Delta with. If that makes sense to you guys. Caleb, shut up. We're gonna races. I got Lightspeed, Bundles, and also Paw Patrol. Okay. So you're working on Ray. I think Ray is a good, excellent thing to do. I wouldn't use your free Relic 10 that you get on anyone that you currently have. I would get your JMK up to snuff and get this team up and running. I bring your cat up to Relic 7 as well. And then just use a placeholder for now, I guess. You can use like Jedi Knight Anakin or something like that. Get some placeholder in there. To for now take that 5th spot. Because I don't know if taking Padme up immediately. Yeah, Padme would be good in the team. But you're going to be using it on offense. You're going to use it on defense for now, but you're going to use it on offense in the future. Put Padme on your back burner. I think Padme should be part of your list. But I want you to finish Rey. You go for Ray and you get Ray like the Relic 10 in your roster because you want something really, really good on defense to just absolutely demolish your opponent's will to live. Ray is an excellent defensive team, and then you have JMK on offense, in which JMK, if you're facing a larger opponent, there's quite a few JMK counters, but especially with like a Relic 10 Ray, you can kind of just obliterate whatever you see. So, Padme is the best 5th for JMK right now. I would put her on your back burner, push into Ray, get Ray done, and I need you to start farming the Bounty Hunter ships and start getting towards Executor. And as you start getting your Lightspeed tokens, start pushing into the Rebel Trinity. Executor, you need the Bounty Hunter ships to get Han's Millennium Falcon. The Bounty Hunter ships will lead to Executor. And the Han's Millennium Falcon will lead to Profundity and building into the Rebel fleet. So you need to start building into that area. It's the best place to be. Free to play is the Rebel area, and you're going to be getting, you know, a lot of the characters to get started on, you know, CLS, building into Stormtrooper Luke, and building into like Jedi Master Luke and Jabba out of that stuff. You're getting, you know, Fennec as a Lightspeed token. You're getting all kinds of good stuff to push your way towards that Rebel Trinity over the course of this next year. So you need a fleet, though. You need a GL fleet ASAP. Hopefully you've pulled out this at least. Yeah, you pulled out the stops here. So this is one that you have to fight your way up each day, but at least you have it done, which is good. I like to see that. I really want to farm Glad at some point since she's my favorite character. There's nothing wrong with a little PP. You are going for your Paw Patrol. Oh, this is silly. This is silly. This is silly. Oh gosh. If you're gonna go for that PP, finish Ray. Get your Padme up. And then sure, go for Ahsoka. And then at the end of the year, you can move on towards oh, it's so weird. Okay. Yeah, and then you can move on towards the Rebels after that. So I still want you to be looking at a GL ship, specifically Executor, in your roster. But yeah, go ahead and go for Ahsoka. So you're gonna finish JMK, you're gonna finish Rey, and then you're gonna go for Ahsoka. You're gonna get the Paw Patrol up to Relic 9. You're gonna get the Ahsoka up to Relic 9 to be able to take advantage of the value that you get from there. You'll get a droid lightspeed token, so don't do anything to Hu Yang. Hu Yang you can just take up with a droid lightspeed token. What other lightspeed tokens do you get so you can head that direction? Let's take a look. Is there anything else that can help you farm for Glat faster? Flashbang. Here we go. Okay, so you are going to get a Rebel Lightspeed token. Is there any Rebels among the requirements for Glat? I honestly can't remember the Glat requirements offhand. Let's take a look and see how viable this is for you. Okay, so you already have General Skywalker unlocked and at Relic 7. You already have Kat, you already have Ahsoka Tano at Relic 7 for your JMK team. You're working on your Paw Patrol already. Your Ezra Bridger can't take Lightspeed tokens. Your Rex is already Reliced. You have a Jedi Lightspeed token to throw on Barriss. Unlocked Force User, Spectre, Jedi, Droid. So I don't think that there's a Separatist one. Fulcrum is Rebel. So you use Fulcrum, you use Rebel on Fulcrum, you use Droid on Hu Yang, you use Jedi and Barriss. And you're pretty dang close to it already right there. He only has Imperial Remnant, right? He doesn't have Empire. Yeah, it's just Imperial Remnant, no Empire. Okay. You have Barriss or Relic already for your Star Collection. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you're already on your way. What was the other one that was in there? Yeah, so I guess sure, Ahsoka. It's a new age of going wherever the freak you want. Do you have Plo Koon Relic? You don't. I saw it on your ships. You don't have Plo Koon Relic. There you go. Your Jedi Lightspeed token goes to your Plo Koon. I feel like Plo Koon's not a good idea, actually. Plo Koon is a worthless relic. Gear 13, because he's not a hard one to get to Gear 13. Just use the Jedi somewhere else. I would use it to help yourself get towards the... get towards something more like going for the Rebels or, you know, Jedi Knight Luke team, that type of thing. I wouldn't use it here. Because Ezra Bridger you're getting for free. Plo Koon you're going to get for... Plo Koon, it's an easy Gear 13. There's no Kyrotech or anything. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Go for it. I just want you to keep in mind while you're going for it, that you're going to want to get a couple, because you're low in GAC right now. You're going to want to get a couple characters that you can just throw on a defensive spot and make people suffer. And that's why I suggested the Relic 10 Ray to throw on defense. It doesn't matter really necessarily who the characters are, as long as they are tanky, beefy characters. You could throw a solo Savage with any characters and at like Relic 7, Relic 8, Relic 9, and get some good holds out of it, just because of the way the Relic Delta is going to function. Attackers, you don't need to worry about nearly as much, especially with JMK. JMK has an insta-kill on his team and does great and can be your offensive GL. But with your defense, you want to get a couple key high relic characters to keep your defense in line. And then I want you to focus on those bounty hunter ships as you go for Ahsoka. And keep in mind that post Ahsoka, you're going to be going for the rebels. There is a world in which you go for Lord Vader next. There is a world in which you do that. I don't know if I like that world, but it is up to you. You're close enough that I'd probably say Lord Vader. It's so weird. JMK, Rey, Ahsoka, Lord Vader, Rebels. But before you get Lord Vader, I want to see an Executor in your account, period. So, goodness gracious, that is such a wonky farming plan. But with the Lightspeed tokens, it makes it possible. And like with the stuff that you already have farmed, it makes it possible that like the Bougie Bunch is what you're going to go with. It's kind of crazy. Overall, throughout the next year, you're also going to get the stuff that you can use to get yourself pretty dang close on a on a Bo-Katan. And so I would utilize that Bo-Katan and the Inquisitors that you're going to get to leverage your way into a guild that's doing both of those. And so make sure you utilize those over the next year to be able to get yourself a Mommy Mandalore, get yourself a Reva Ready Inquisitors, and push into a guild, because you're going to want as many Kyrotechs as possible, and you're going to want the value that comes from being in a guild like that, especially with the wonky farming plan that you're being given. So I also have 180 of 330 shards on Ezra just from buying him. That's good, because Ezra is kind of very needed. And even if you get Ezra early, which would be amazing, then you're going to also get, a great team on defense with your Rey until you can get the Ahsoka done. Omis, don't feel like you need to spend Omis if you don't have a home for them. I have a Talon Omi. I've never seen like a significant change in that team just because I have a Talon Omi. Don't feel like you need to place Omis unless the characters are done, unless it's a very, very, very good Omi. Like if you were to get like a Relic 5 Savage, like throw that Omi on, sure. Don't feel like you need to just throw Omis everywhere. This one's nice, but it's Starkiller's kind of becoming obsolete. Except for, obviously his new version of his team. I'm a little worried for your mods, my friend. Make sure you're using swago.gg for your modding, A-Water. And go watch this video that I'm putting in chat right now. There you go. Go watch that video. It should tell you everything you need to do simple-wise about farming mods. Yeah. Such a wild farm. JMK Ahsoka. JMK Ahsoka. Yeah, make sure you're farming your bounty hunter ships. JMK Ahsoka, Lord Vader. That's such an interesting thing. Like, I knew it was a trio and a really well done trio. But it's just Relic Delta and the new changes to how relics are done and things like that. And it's actually possible to go for these three now. It wasn't really a viable option before. But it's viable now. That's crazy. Huh. Well, I wish you luck, A-Water. I hope you come back for another roster review. I'd love to see your progress in this and see how it's going for you. Okay, I got time for one more roster review, and then I really got to take Amara out. She's being needy. Her head is on my lap right now, and she's staring up at me. For those of you who aren't going to be able to get a roster review today, if you go into the Discord, and there's at the very top, there's a place called Channels and Roles. If you go to Channels and Roles, and you scroll down to the bottom, there is a... Oh, I lost it. There's a ping for roster reviews. You click this and you'll be pinged every time we go live for roster reviews. If you click it again, it'll go away and you'll no longer be pinged for roster reviews. Additionally, if you want to become a member, we're having a members roster review stream right after this, so you can, have a roster review then on the members stream if you want to become a member instead. But yeah. And I want to try this. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so I can schedule this stream to switch to members only at a specific point. They've added that. That's interesting. Yeah, and if you get a $10 membership, then you can do a live roster review where we hop into a Discord live chat or do a private roster review, and I do a roster review for you. Ocean God, are you... Oh, no, that's the old list. Hold on. Not Ocean God. That was the last list. MTG Deck Pro and Fenrir are my next two. So whichever one of those is still here. Okay, your MTG Deck Pro, Chess Pro. Okay. What format do you play Magic the Gathering? Before I give you a roster review, I have to ask, what format do you play? Commander. Okay. Okay. Very cool. Favorite commander? No, Robomelon, if he says Urza, that's when we have to ban him. Pauper is peak. My favorites are Commander and Limited, but I'm a very social person. I like the social aspects of Commander a lot. Kaikar. Okay, Kaikar. I'll take it. Hey, Thephalophobia, how are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I'll take a Kaikar deck. My buddy used to play Kaikar. He plays Storm. Yes, he does play Storm. My favorite deck, for those of you who don't know, I don't really think I've actually talked about Magic almost at all on this channel. My favorite commander is Kenrith the Returned King. I play him as a politics commander, and I love him with all of my heart. It is such a fun deck, because you just sit there and you're like, would you like to draw a card? Would you like to draw 7? It's pretty great, isn't it? Oh, by the way, I won already. I absolutely love politics. Okay, MTG Deck Pro. Working on requirements for Jabba after... Is this the right account? Did I grab the right account? I think so. Yes, I think so. Draw 7 is just mill 7, right? I mean, no, not technically, because I'm not trying to get things into people's graveyards. I don't care about things in people's graveyards, especially because...
If you would join us.
Hello there.
Can we get some general comments in the chat for Astro real quick? Thank you for your 18 months of loyalty, my friend. I do it as a helpful thing. I don't do it as like a vengeful thing where I'm like, you have 7 cards, I'm going to give you 7 more, and you have to get rid of 7. I'm not looking to take creatures out of their graveyard and put them on the battlefield. I'm looking to actually be helpful, and people are like, they like me, and so they're like, oh yeah, no, can I get that card because I'm desperate here? And then like, some threat comes onto the board. I was like, I don't have an answer for that, but do you have an answer for that? I could help out. Or like my counter spells and stuff like that is like, one of my counter spells is other people can pay the rest of the mana for it. And so I'm like, hey guys, that's a threat. You guys want to counter it with me? Or like, you know, the ones where you like vote with your life are in that deck. Like it's 100% like we're all here working together, guys, right? We're all here working together. It's I love the deck. It's so much fun to play. It is one of those decks that I play with like a play group once, because then after I play with it once and then win out of nowhere, people just start targeting me in the early game. And I can usually survive the targeting in the early game, but then like after like the third or fourth game, it just becomes this thing where they just don't like the deck anymore. I'm like, why? This is so much fun.
We would be honored if you would join us.
I don't do infinite combos. But so I don't know actually what combo you're referring to with Walking Ballista, but I assume it's an infinite combo. I don't do infinite combos in my decks, but I will make a ridiculous amount of mana. I do have Fabro Elder in there. Fabro Elder? Is that what his name is? No. Fabro Elder's the tap one for each color. That is in there as a mana dork, but I'm thinking of Nyx Bloom Ancient. I do have Nyx Bloom Ancient. I have Mana Flare to double mana for everyone. Like, you know, I have ways of making it so Seedborn Muse, where I just basically have infinite mana, but I'm not actually going infinite, so it gives people a chance to respond and that type of stuff. I'm not a big fan of infinite combos. Played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I hear the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta changes so often because of their ban list. My new Gek opponent is my first Herodian matchup with less than 8 deals. Very nice. Lord Dragon coming in with the damn awesome membership. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. You are, in fact, damn awesome. Everything goes infinite with Walking Ballista. You're not wrong. I made an infinite squirrel decks. I used to have a Chatterfang deck. But when I sold my collection, I sold that deck. I only have like 6 decks left that I still have after I sold my collection. Wait, what is Heinricher referring to? Festival Aeron, I was not proud of the high seas. What are we talking about? Hold on, let me DM you. Okay. Let me do this roster review really quick. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. You got me off topic on MTG, and I like MTG. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have rotation, so banning is the only thing keeping powerful decks in check. Oh, interesting. They don't have rotation. Okay. That explains a lot about the ban list, then. Because I've always heard the ban list gets insane, where it's just like, one week you're like, you have a viable deck, and the next week all of your cards are banned. And I've heard it's a super volatile meta. But I never understood why, but the lack of a rotation actually explains a lot. Anyways, working on the requirements for Jabba after that relicking Executor pilots and getting Galactic Republic fleet up. Should I go for Mommy Mando or finish Leia, Profundity, and Luke after that and set up the fleet? I also have 377 Zeta mats. I can tell you what this is. Dude, if you have Zetas up the wazoo, don't worry about it. Hold on to it. Like, only apply it on Zetas that you know there's not a Lightspeed token for, or that you know you're not going to be spending Lightspeed token. Free-to-play accounts are fantastic for the fact that you just always have Zetas. It's so great. You work at such a slow rate that you can have the extra Zetas, and that is fine. You will find places for them down the road. Don't worry. Additionally, Galactic Republic fleet going up is a great idea, especially because like some of the characters that you're looking at getting up for like, you know, pushing into some of this stuff is stuff that you can get Lightspeed tokens to help you along the way, and especially when it comes to sorry, hold on, I'll remember this in a moment. Mommy Mando. My goodness. I'm literally looking at your messages like, what part of this is my brain forgetting? You're going to get 3/4 of the Mommy Mando stuff just from Lightspeed tokens. And so I wouldn't worry about like going for the mommy Mando necessarily, because you're gonna get most of it. So like at most I would get the last character that you're not gonna do up. So if you spend the token on Paz, get the IG-12 and Grogu up, or IG-12, whatever his name is, up and running, because he's the only one you're not gonna be able to get. Hydro Beaver, thank you for reminding me. Yes, Ethnophalophobia, I am very excited for the new marquees. Very excited. And I want to buy them. I want to buy them so bad, but I can't afford it, because we've unfortunately not been doing content for the last month. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try, because I think it'll be fun for content's sake. If I recall correctly, the IG-12 does not have the droid tag. No droid tag. Yeah. So he does not count, unfortunately. I love how I love how he said that in Twitch chat. Immediately we get IG-12 isn't a droid. Also, welcome to the stream, Astra. That looks like this is your first chat. Very cool. Then we get Grax saying it, and then also RoboMelon going, yo, Twitch chat, IG-12 isn't a droid. Like, everyone's just to be like, hold on, I've prepared for this moment specifically. So, I think a lot of this MTG Deck Pro, unfortunately, is not something I can necessarily like quantify without going through your roster super in depth, because of the Lightspeed tokens coming for free for everyone. So I would take a look at the list of Lightspeed tokens and kind of plan your roster around that. And don't feel bad about having extra Zetas. Hold on to them for as long as you can, Chess Pro, because they're going to be fantastic for you down the road. Right now, not going to be a huge help, because you can kind of get all of the Zetas that you want to as is. Like, this guy right here, bam, you're going to get one for him. He's going to get both of his Zetas. So what's the point of putting his Zetas on him, right? So go through the Lightspeed tokens and like kind of plan out your farms for the next year. That would be my suggestion, because like a lot of the stuff you're suggesting here is like good stuff, but like you can supplement it with other things. Like if you're going for Jabba first, that's great. But if you're going to go for Leia, you have a Rebel Lightspeed token a couple months down the road where you can use that Lightspeed token to get Drogon up and get your Leia easier. Or you can use it to get Adrad up and get your Profundity easier. And so a lot of this is not something that I can necessarily quantify because of where your account's at currently. But I think you're on the right path as to what you're doing right now. It's just a matter of keeping track of the Lightspeed tokens and making sure that you're factoring that into your roster. On that same side, getting your fleet up and rocking, getting your Executor up and rocking, and making sure, or your Galactic Republic fleet, whichever one we want to take number one, and pushing into the number one slot to be just making some good crystals. Is always going to be one of the best things to do. So like you have the Executor, fantastic. You're able to push into that top area of your fleet arena. It's going to be huge for you. I think you're on the right path. It's just hard to quantify exactly which direction you should go with where you're at. IG-12 needs a UFU tag. That'd be interesting. Also, where I can get the new marquees free. I'm up to 40,000 crystals. Oh my gosh. IG isn't a droid. It's a car. Yeah. 8 and 1 and Kyber 1 unique. Yeah, no, like I'm sure I've heard Gerbil talk about it a couple times. Once you get to a certain point, you can kind of get every single marquee for free, which is interesting. Negatives or reasons. Fair. I realize you just put a gear until you get Lightspeed token. Yeah. There was something I wanted to mention about this account. I'm trying to remember what it is, Chess. Give me a sec. I'm trying to remember what it is. Besides just, like, go through the lightspeed tokens. You gotta go through lightspeed tokens to figure this out. There's something here. I feel like that had something to do with fleets and the importance of fleets. I couldn't tell you. I don't know why. I lost it. I apologize, Chess. If it is an important piece of information and I remember it later, due to my ADHD and forgetting things constantly, if I remember it, I will DM you, my friend. I honestly, for some reason, can't remember what I was going to say. I apologize. But yeah, these lightspeed tokens are going to be huge for your account, my friend. You're going to get, you know, like a Keller and Beck, not only for Mommy Mandalore, but then you'll have a leader, your Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan for a while, because they do great underneath that lead, especially in Territory Wars, and then you'll be a good character in your Qui-Gon Jinn team and Grand Arena. So you're going to get some good stuff overall. Oh, that's what I was going to say. With Relic Delta coming in, keep in mind a one high relic character is going to go a long way for early accounts like this. So whether that's a Relic 9 Wampa, which would be great for offense, or a Relic 9 Savage, or, you know, you're going for the Jabba, get a Relic 9 Chrysanthemum, whatever it might be, a Relic 9 early is going to do a lot for you, my friend. So if you can afford it, especially with the new changes, and I would highly suggest getting a Relic 9 something to just kind of throw on your defense and watch people suffer. My personal one that I'm doing for my free-to-play account is Relic 9 Savage. I think Relic 9 Savage is going to be the most giggle-inducing thing to get holds in Carbonite through Chromium that I've ever seen. So, that's just me, though. I'll leave it up to you who you choose for that character. But getting some key high relic characters with Relic Delta coming is going to be vital for a new account like this. It's no longer a deal of do you have a GL on defense to keep you going until you get Chromium that, you know, people can fail at. No, now the whole shtick is, do you have one Relic 9 character that people will suffer against? And like with the free Relic 10 that you get, you could have a Relic 10 Savage and go and watch them suffer. So like, I don't know. Best thing to come out of Relic Delta is Vader's increased ability to clean up bugs. True. You know, a high Relic Vader goes a long way nowadays, and not a bad thing whatsoever. I think solo characters are going to get a huge buff for early players, which is going to be very, very nice. And the fact that you can get Wampa at lower star level now, which means you can start pushing them up and get a good Relic Wampa going early, is going to be cool as well. So I'm very excited for some of the changes. We'll see how it goes, though. I think there's going to be some rough times, and I think Relic Delta might be too much. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll adjust, maybe we'll shift, but I think the current numbers are still too much. So, I just joined. Is this a member review? It is not a member review. Members roster reviews will be blocked to members only. We'll be switching right now. This is the last one we were doing. Do you think they should have rolled it out gradually? I still wouldn't have been happy if they rolled it out to this extent gradually. Okay, anyways, that is our last roster review for today. That's not a member roster review. I'm going to end stream here. And we're going to start a members roster review stream here in about 20 minutes. I just need to go take Mara out, and then I will be back. Big thanks to our people who donate, each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to all new Damn Elite members. If you haven't already and you're new to the Damn Elite, make sure you go to your Discord, go to user settings, connections, and then connect your YouTube or your Twitch, depending on what you got your membership with, and connect that to your Discord, and that should give you the roles so that way you can access like the members only chat and the members only roster review section for when we do our members only roster reviews in just a moment. Big shout out to our damn sugar daddy Little Cuzzle, as well as our damn best members, current and former. They always have a home on our end screen for going above and beyond in helping out the Beaver Dam. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go find someone to raid with all you guys. There's got to be someone. We're for once ending at like a reasonable time. We got to keep the party going. We got raided like 4 times today. Let's go raid someone else. Really? Is there no one going in Swago? Dang, there is no one playing Swago right now on YouTube. On Twitch, is there anyone playing Swago? There is a single person playing Swago, and they are a French streamer. Let's see if we can find a Star Wars stream for you guys on Twitch. Here we go. Someone playing Jedi Survivor. Nope, that one's in German. Can we at least get like the same language perchance? Oh, there we go. We got someone. We're gonna send all you guys over to Meathead. Meathead's live right now. And would you look at that? It looks like he's doing something with Magic the Gathering. I have no idea. Anyways, you guys are gonna go say hi to Meathead. For those of you on Twitch. And we got some chick playing Star Wars Galaxies for those of you on YouTube. Dude, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that there was still... Yeah, did you guys not know that Tuscan Meathead streams? Also, if I hear any of you are bullying Tuscan Meathead when he's streaming about Galaxy of Heroes, I will fight each and every one of you and ban you from this community. Like, don't you dare. He is just our community manager. He has no power, and he's not allowed to talk about things. Go hang out with Meathead and have a good time and get to know the community manager. Do not piss him off. Anyways. Yeah, and then for those of you who are on YouTube, go check out this person who's playing Star Wars Galaxies, which apparently you can still play to this day. I did not know that. And have a damn good time doing it. And tell them whether or not you think that I was wearing pants during this stream. Was I?